going on, everyone? It is Bales and welcome back to another Watchalong. I'm just getting the players' stats up now. So we have thing and we're all ready to go. Just waiting for the YouTube live chat to... What's the mint code overload? There we go. Cool. All right, so the chat is loaded. Just get the... No, not AFL photos, seriously. I want afl.com.au. All right, so let's get the Freo Dogs game loaded up. Got 2 minutes to go until the bounce. Put in the comments as well in the live chat who you guys have got playing for you tonight in this game. Very, very relevant fantasy game. So I'm sure there are plenty of players for us playing. I'll just let you know who I've got playing tonight. So I've got Bontempelli, Hayden Young, Jeremy Sharp, and Jack McRae on debut. So looking forward to hopefully seeing Jack McRae put up a good score in his first game for me. Sorry guys, just getting everything sorted out, ready to go. I just don't want to make sure there's any late changes or my team's all stuffed up. Hopefully it's not. Alrighty, so I haven't even seen the scores from the other game. So what did Williams got? A 64. Dempsey only got a 50 in the end. So wow, that call of playing Garcia over Dempsey only cost me 9 points, which I thought was going to be a bit more cool. All right, so we're all set. Close the emergency for that's tomorrow. Dempsey emergency ready. So emergency there. Our super coach is the one I need to check what Williams got. There's the Bont. Hoping the Bont can have a big game. So 80 over a Closey. I think I'd probably take an 80 from Williams, to be fair, over Closey, just to be safe. And what I'll do, I'll take Williams 80 and I'll actually play Closey over Jeremy Sharp, I reckon. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's what we'll do, I reckon. Yeah, because an 80's I'm probably not going to be saying no to an 80. So, yeah, all right. So we're about to get underway, which is good. Ah, damn it. That's not what I wanted. In RDT, it's saying I've got to take Williams as 64. Well, that's annoying. The game hasn't started, and I'm trying to do that. Far out. I knew that something would happen. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll better get underway. Hopefully, I wonder if McRae's in the first CBA as well. That'd be interesting to see. Apologies I've missed any chat before the game. I'll get through it in a sec. I was originally running a little bit later for the stream. But here we go. About to get underway. So no, it's Ed Richards. No shocker. You'd think that one of the former leads of the team you'd put in the first CBA, but no, they put Ed Richards. Who have you guys got win this game as well? That'd be interesting to see who you guys got. I've actually got the Dogs winning this one. I reckon Dogs can get it done. So he's had McKercher VC. Who would you field out of Sharp and Roberts? Want us to go to take 109. And I meant emergency, not VC. I'd bench Sharp out of those two, I think. There's the Bont. Early touch. McRae's starting on the field, so he's starting at half forward. So it's not a shocker. That's what we sort of expected. But there's McRae. Good. Involved already. I think it's the one thing you want to see straight away is one of the blokes you bring in, get the ball straight away. And here he is again, McRae, little short +6. So good start for Jack McRae. That's what we want to see. just turn the TV a bit close to me because I feel like it was a bit not looking right. But yeah, I would have benched Sharp out of the two. Sorry, Says, if you didn't do that, mate. Apologies. Double dummy. Roberts, but only as I think Hawks give up a lot of scores. Yep, that's a good point as well. Yeah, Roberts got a great matchup. Marshall captain, what a week, says Sneeko. Yeah, that's unfortunately. Sorry, mate. I said on the stream last night, I thought he was going big. So, sorry, mate. So Donald's that mark? No, 5 steals it away. Buku. Voss. Oh, he handed off. I was hoping he'd have a shot. Jackson kicks the first goal for Freo. First goal of the game goes to the Dockers. Moonboy Carnage. Marshall has me wanting to delete and find a new hobby. Yeah, mate, I can understand. It's been one hell of a week, hasn't it? Starting on the Wednesday and all the way through here, it's been one hell of a week. Tom Powder Shocker set up the Hawks. Yep, 100% he was not good at all. Moonboy Powers a must trade. Still is injured and must trade. Marshall leaking dollars like a sieve and must trade. Bales is missing this weapon, absolutely killing the national anthem. Yeah, sorry, I must have missed that, but yeah, yeah, Power not great. Steele, it's a bit of deja vu from last year, isn't it? He looks like the Seal of last year. He did. So he's got 2 great matchups to come. So the hope is that it's not bad. It was just a 1-week niggle, and he'll be back next week. But yeah, something definitely to keep an eye on because you don't want to be holding him and him start leaking cash. We might have to make a move on him. Shannon Page, no, you feel Moon Boys. Thought I'd go against Garcia and brought in Cooper. Where'd that go? That just disappeared. Here goes Ed Richards. Looking for Norton. Vandermeer. No, he's missed it. Thought I'd go Cooper Simpson late out, and I've had to bring in and field Voss. Yeah, no, that's not great. Hopefully Voss can go okay for you. Power Prawn stuff. Farah accidentally messed up and put Bonner, not Fisher, on the bench. Too many beers last night, so it's cost me about 20 points. Have Sharp on field. Yeah, unfortunately, everyone has a few of those every year, or maybe once a year. We just accidental loop is the wrong one, or you leave someone on the bench you shouldn't have. Like for example, look at me in RDT where I'm actually McRae tackle. McRae's a good start. Like me, I had Closey on the bench and Williams emergency, and then Caulfield, it said it got locked out before the game even started. So I'm taking Williams to 64. So hopefully Closey gets an 80 or whatever and doesn't cost me too much, but that'd be a bit annoying. Marshall, Dempsey, Fisher, Power from Harry Thomas. Yeah, I know, all 4, unfortunately, stinking it up this week, and especially with the fact that Fisher was a sub. I really didn't understand that. Clarko's literally gone and ruined Powell and ruined Fisher in the same week. So the only good thing about Fisher out for a lot of teams is it probably fixes up the buys in our forward lines, because round 12 we were all quite heavy on there. So Corey Badge, hey Bars, hey Corey mate, hope you're going well. Power Prawn Star, Sharp, Clark, Young, English, McRae, big game. Yeah, no, it's a big game tonight. Looking forward to seeing what players score. Sarong, Bont, English, and Jackson for double dummy. Good thing is McRae's playing around the ball. So McRae's he's starting forward, but as soon as the it goes to them, he's playing up around the ball, which is good. So Lob and Waitman. That's Ed Richards. I thought that might have been McRae for a bit there, but Jordan Clark. I wouldn't be shocked if Jordan Clark had a big game tonight against the Bulldogs, who can leak points to defenders. That'll be a ball up. Shannon Page, good luck with McRae. Bales can't be worse than having Power. Yeah, exactly. Well, McRae's had a good start, so hopefully he'll put up a decent score. I know Tim wasn't as keen on McRae, but I was pretty keen on McRae most of the week. I thought it was not a no-brainer, but at pretty cheap price. I thought it was a good pick, and that's the scores updated there for everyone. So McRae's up near the top, which is good. Good start for him. And there's Bont. Nah, smothered, or half smothered. One guy I am keeping a close eye on is Sarong tonight. I'm looking at potentially a Sarong next week if I can make it work. Tom Power Trader says Sultan. He could be. I think there's McRae didn't get the tackle. I thought he might have then, but bloody Brayshaw got the handball out. Power's an interesting one because his break even is now over 110. I think someone said, or I read it somewhere. I think it'll come down to whether Phillips is named in the side. If Phillips is dropped, I think Power is a hold. I think if Phillips is named, I think he's a trade because Phillips plays in the team and he can only play in one spot, and that's in the midfield. So, which I don't really get why he's in the team. I don't think Phillips is up to it. I don't think he's good enough for North Melbourne's team, and that's saying something. So, I think that North Melbourne got better midfielders. I think LDU, Wardlaw, Powell, I think they're all better. And even Ashizu, if he goes through, they're all better than Phillips. And then you've got Simpkin as well, who's one of the captains, who you're not going to be playing Phillips over him. So, yeah, for me, I don't think Phillips should even be in the side because he can't play anywhere else. So, Still Injured says, up the Hawks. His knee was heavily strapped. And he had a bit of a knee niggle apparently throughout the week. So, I think he probably is. There's Bont again. So, yeah, Jack Steele's another one that I think if we had multiple trades and people didn't have any bullets, Steele could be one that a few people might have jumped off because of the knee issue. But I don't think we're going to be able to. I think there are going to be too many bullets to deal with. That Jack Steele's going to be low on the priorities. Buki Kama's getting a bit angry. Got a bit of a poke in the eye there. Corey Budge had to trade Cadman to Biggie. Not a good score to save over Fisher on field. Need to trade Fisher, Rosie. Hopefully Marshall isn't out next week. If he is, will Holden field Sweet. Yeah, Sweet's going to be a popular option next week. I'm looking at bringing him in just with the amount of cash he's going to make over the next few weeks. I think that's a good pick. Lob takes a good mark there. I was hoping he might have gone to Bont. Bont's free short. If Lob actually decided to look to his left. Don't trust anyone with peroxide hair, I'll tell you what. English. Dusty, another tackle. Karen Shanahan. Evening all. Dawson came in, scored less than my trade at Green. Oh dear. Hopefully Baydale goes okay. He was part of my Mega 3 trades this way. I've got a few tonight. Fife, Jackson, Sarong, and Bont and Dale. So yeah, plenty of players for you tonight, Karen. You probably shouldn't. I wouldn't have traded. I wouldn't have traded Tom Green personally. I know he had a couple of poor scores, but he was always going to be a top 8 mid. But Dawson will be good anyway. So Corey Budge would have loved Williams and Fisher to Dawson McRae, but had to settle for Walsh and Biggie. But I mean, still good trades for Thomas and Cadman. Yeah, exactly right. Just unfortunate that a few things popped up and it didn't quite work in your favour for the other players in your side. So, Harry Thomas, did you have Power? Yep, I did, unfortunately. Power Prawns, so not too worried about Fisher and Power. Most people have them. Yeah, well, obviously Fisher everyone pretty much had as well, and Power everyone still kept him. So I'm not worried about the Power one. I think if you jumped on him, you're up to this point. So bad week, yeah, but I think he'll be okay. IT, Young going to have splinters on his ass again tonight from all the pine riding. Yeah, he started on the bench. Don't think he's come on. So, yeah, we know Freo are a bit weird when it comes to their time on ground management. So, they're one of those teams. Sharp's in there. Is that Chapman with the tackle? Chapman back in the side for Freo tonight. Bont tackle. Piss off Waitman. I don't want him getting the tackle. That will be Bont, I'm assuming, because he was the first one to tackle him, and he still brought him down. I'll be very nice if they do give that tackle to Waitman. Hopefully Free can get Young on now. Corey Bogie only played last week. Phillips due to Wardlaw managed and also Ford was out injured. That's why we hold Phillips. Yeah, I know, but I've never really been a big fan of Phillips. He's never he doesn't offer anything. He's not quick. He doesn't use the ball particularly well. He's just, I don't know, he's just a list clogger, I think. And unfortunately North got that pick wrong. I think he was like pick 3 or something in the draft, or pick 4. It was a high draft pick. He just has not developed at all. And I know he's had a few things not go his way, like glandular fever, I think, for a whole year and a few other things, but he's just not up to it, I don't think. They've got better midfielders that they need to be developing in there. I don't know why they moved Powell out and played him forward. He's not a forward. He had a great year as a midfielder, breakout year, as some would say. McRae's free, and Bailey Dale's decided to go long in the middle to a one-on-one contest. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Why players are so dumb, it is beyond me. McRae's free at the 50-metre line, and Bailey Dale goes, no, I'll go down the middle to a contest. It doesn't make any sense. And I know that I wouldn't have focused on it too much if I didn't have McRae, but it still just doesn't make sense to me with some of these player decisions. Some decisions are just dumb from players. They really are. That'll be a ball in. Double dummy. I think you have to bring him in. They're just spuds. Aren't great many cash cow options now. Sweet. Oh, yeah, saying bringing in Sweet. Yeah, great. Yes, he's a good option. Captain Roma with Martin VC. I hope you took the Martin VC, Ben, because I would have taken 113. 113 is a good score from a captain. So I would have taken it if you didn't. I hope you did. Otherwise, yeah. McRae short. No. So that I don't mind, because it's probably for the team the right option. There's Bont, handball. Oh, Liam Jones fell over at the wrong time there, and Bramble ran straight into traffic. Is that a free kick to Freya? Don't know what. Oh, that was holding the ball. I was paid holding the ball against Bramble. Oh, that's a bad kick by Tracy then. Bont. Good mark, Bont. McRae, Bont. I'll take the points, but you had McRae. Oh, Walker's slipped over now. There's a lot of people slipping over at the moment. Another slip from Jordan Clark. There must have been... I'm assuming there was a bit of rain at in Perth today. If anyone's from Perth, let us know. Bont, here he is. No. I don't know. Does anyone else do that? When they see a player shot for goal, they do this, tilt their head, trying to almost trying to see if it comes back. It doesn't make any sense, but we do. Well, I do it anyway. I'm sure a few of you do it as well. It's quite funny. Every time I shot a goal, I always do. The players do it as well when they have a shot for goal. They think that doing that's going to mean the ball's going to go more into the goal, but yeah, it's trying to gradually make my way through the chat, and that's a bad kick. That should have hit Voss then, going to go out of bounds. Had Rosie, how long is Soto out for, says Ben. Soto's out for apparently he'll be out for another 3 to 4 weeks after this week, so I still think Sweet in 3 weeks is going to make plenty of cash and be a good backup option. And I guess if he scores a 110 on your bench, you can always bench a Sherry or something. Youngie? Cool. There we go. And that's why he should be on the ground. Start him on the ground. Don't start him on the bench. He's one of your best players. And he starts on the bench. And he sits on the bench. Get him on the ground. Damien Martin. Biggest problem with training Powell is there's nobody to train it forward. That's a good point. Exactly right. The only way you can do it is if you've got a forward in your utility, you want to play like a Darcy Wilson on field, and you can go to a mid. But a lot of people are going to be stuck. So I don't think he's a big priority because of the lack of forwards. Unless you don't have a McRae and he goes well tonight, then maybe you could look at doing something like that. So let's refresh the scores. So Darcy at the top there. Bont as well, going along quite nicely. McRae's had a good start, but he's still on 11. So Bailey-Dale making another strong start. Sarong as well. A few good starts there for some players. I know that, well, there's McRae, CB8, good. I think McRae came off for a couple of minutes. He's back on, which is good. So, Young should get it here. Sharp as well, good. Young to Sharp. Is Young going to go? Missed handball by Young. Draper, what's Draper going all the way back for? He actually had Sharp free if he actually looked there. And they'll go to Jordan Clark. Oh no, it's going to bounce. So instead of being a +6, it actually turned out to be, okay, no, Clark's got it back. Probably could have handballed there. He had a couple of options free for handballs. There's Fife, Banfield. No, hit the post. Ben Hayes, top 2 forwards to get in next. We should be talking about Baker with no Hopper and McRae, of course. Yeah, Baker's another one. Not a bad option with no Hopper. He only got like an 83 the other night, but still is an option that we can consider. My team is screwed because of this week's suspend. Yeah, I know a lot of people I think are feeling that. I think this is where we wish if we like FPL. There's Bont again. Handball, arms, lob. Dale, where's McRae? McRae's in the middle there. Don't think he'll get it here unless he leads and gets free. Hey, Bale, sorry I'm late, says Angus Easy. No, mate, all good, all good. It's been a bit of a rush start for me. I was running a little bit late as well, and then just having to catch up on this chat as we're going through. Luke Ryan going to switch. No, he's going to go short to Chapman. I was wondering who number 5 was for a split second there, just because we haven't seen it as much. Double dummy. I kept Muslim over Fisher, so I could take How's 80. So I got a little lucky. No, not lucky. You looped him for a reason. So Muslim being managed, it's fine. You keep him. You take the 80. I would have done the same thing. So, no, good call there. Ben Hayes, is Colby worth getting back in? Didn't take Martin VC. I'm dumb. Oh, mate, no, it's all good. I would. I don't. McRae kick. I don't know if I'd bring in. Colby was great today, and he had a good role. He's a guy you could theoretically bring back in. I don't know. I'd like to hear other people's thoughts if you could bring Colby back in. You got 100, which is good, just to kick us as cash gen. I don't know though that he's going to make 200 to 300k. He might make another 100k, but he's got the round 12 bye. If he had the round 15 bye, it could theoretically be a player. Just think the round 12 bye, McRae short. That is an awful kick by Harms. He shouldn't have been the team as well, to be fair. Dogs have got too many midfielders, and he's not really a forward, so that is an awful kick. I really don't understand. Now, what was the 50 for? I don't know what the 50 was for, so yeah, because I know for a fact, I don't know if you guys go to Sharp. Oh, Aish, another shit kick as well. What is going on? And Riley West out the back, run into an open goal, and kicks the Dogs' first goal of the game. But yeah, I don't know if you guys watched the Geelong and Carlton game. The umpiring in that game was atrocious. I thought it was. I just thought it was insanely bad. It was so bad, that game. I'll be top one cover. I started going over Roe Marshall. Legit been tortured for the whole season, says Ben. Yeah, Tim's the same. Tim feels exactly the same, mate. So, no rain in Perth, says IT. Okay, just seems a lot of people are slipping over at the moment, so I'm not sure. Karen Shanahan, McKercher went okay day. I looped him on field as long as Musmo doesn't play. Yeah, I don't think he will. I didn't loop him. I took Darcy Wilson scoring Supercoach and Fantasy as well, and I didn't have McKercher in Fantasy, just on my Supercoach bench. Angus Heasley, tilting your head like a certain Bulldogs forward, not a good sign. Mate, nuts, mate. I'm not tilting my head in terms of frustration. There you go. McRae, CBA again. Go away, Jordan Clark. Sweet must-have, says Ben. Yeah, I think so. Well, not must-have, but I think he's a very good option if you can afford to bring him in onto your bench. Aisha's got Sharp short, and he goes long to a contest. Is that a surprise? A player doing a dumb decision when they had a short option. Corey Bage, who do I captain? Heaney or Flanders, as went Marshall, VC, have Sarong, Young and Sharp tonight? I would go Flanders, personally. I think he's got a good match against West Coast. And I don't know, if Hawthorn are going to tag anyone, it is going to be Heaney. Or they're going to try to anyway, just because of how good Heaney's been this season. So Hawthorn might just decide, okay, let's just try and shut him down. So, McRae almost got Clark then. Banfield kicks a goal, so Freo's third goal of the game. Ben T likes Heaney against the Hawks. Yep. No, I think he's got a good matchup and he could go well. I do like what's his name? I like Flanders, I think, the other two. Let's talk motorsport. G'day, what's good, mate? Daniel, hope you're going well. As I always do, every time he jumps in the chat. If anyone is an F1 fan, Supercars fan, any motorsport fan, make sure you go and subscribe to Let's Talk Motorsport on YouTube. He does good content over there with all the motorsport stuff, so make sure you go and check it out. Shannon Page, what's the story with the Optus grass looks worse than Docklands? Yeah, I know it's not raining, so it must just be in very bad condition, which is surprising because Optus is a beautiful stadium and normally a beautiful ground, but maybe today not as much. Is the Bont back on? No, he's not. So McRae, another CBA. Good. He's been in a lot of them so far, which is positive to see. That bounce should have been recalled. How is that not being recalled? McRae, this game it's a frustrating game, actually, this one to start off. There's been a lot of nearly moments for players at the moment, which is really frustrating. A lot of nearly tackles, nearly disposals. It's just a very frustrating game at the moment. McRae had Fife and then got the handball. And like McRae had Brayshaw before, got the handball. Double dummy. This is how well I'm going. I forgot I had Jack McRae as well. Let's go, Jack. Yeah, hopefully it goes okay. Obviously started well. Been a little bit quieter, but the roll's good. So, Jack's, mate, got a bit of saliva on your beard, mate. You might want to clear that up. Doesn't look the most appealing. Would you go Barnett up or Cherry down to Sweet, says Angus? No, I would go a forward rookie to, or another rookie to Sweet, put Barnett in your utility so you can actually loop in your forward line. That's what I'll be doing. And that's what I'm looking at potentially doing, putting Sweet as your R3. And then if you get a good score from him, like a 110, maybe you could bench a Sherry for a week. That's what I'd be doing, personally. Harry Thomas, it's going to be so bad for Young. It's just getting managed. Just wouldn't be surprised if he was subbed out. Yeah, let's hope not. It wouldn't shock me either because Justin Lemieux is the sort of coach who would do that. What is Norton doing? God, I think he's lucky that he's probably kicked the goal there. I like that. I like the fact that the umpire backed himself in. That was good. He could have easily said, I want to review that. It was a close call, I want it reviewed. I like that. Back himself in. Good stuff. I like that. Jim, brought in Dawson and Goulden for Jackson and Fisher. Is that spending too much as my forward line's quite weak now? No, not really. Forward line's always weak, and Dawson and Goulden were both underpriced, and you're getting off of Jackson and Fisher, who were, obviously Fisher was a sub and not going well, whereas Jackson was going quite well. So, no, I like it, I think. Let's talk motorsport. Cheers, Legend. Would give you a shout out here, but it is your channel, so no, thanks, mate. It's all good. Karen Shannon, I've left Gold Coast rookies off the field to get Wilson, Score, and McKercher in Supercoach. Yep, no, I would do the same. Bank points is always better. You never know what's going to happen. So, double dummy, Jacko, damn it, he missed. Which was, good for the Dogs. Dogs would be happy with that. Bont back on. I think McRae's probably off, though. Either he's in the forward line. There's Young. Yeah, there's quarters so far for McRae. The other one I forgot as well. McRae could have easily had a +6 from Mahomes, but it was an awful kick. So he could easily be on 30. English, and that's a 50. English should be lining up for goal. Karen Shannon, Jackson will be on the chopping block if Sweet, block to Sweet if he doesn't do something. I think I'd probably do it anyway because I think Sweet's going to be a really good option to bring in. Is Laddie back, says IT. He looked bloody good today, which is good to see. I don't think he's... I don't know if I could bring him in just because Crows have still got plenty of moving parts in that midfield. He looked good today, which was good, and it's that midfield mix did seem to work a bit better today. They weren't... with Berry not in the team, it just seemed to work a bit better. I know Berry kicked the winning goal a few weeks ago, but I've always said I don't think Berry is in the Crows' best 23 or 22. English kicks a goal, so good for English and all his owners out there. I think Crouch is always going to be in there, but he's going to be on the ground for a lot. Dawson, I still think should be the number one in there, and he was really good today. Obviously, got rested for the last final 15 minutes, which was a bit frustrating. I wouldn't have. The Crows, I can understand why they did it. Short break, rest him for the final 15 minutes, but he would have got a 140 with ease. In 122, definitely takes great score, but it could have been a lot bigger. But it's just good, I guess. I've got him. He looked like a potential trade a couple of weeks ago. Now he's looking like he's going to be a top 8, potentially a top 4 midfielder because he's one of the top scoring midfielders in the game at the moment. So, Corey Badge, I didn't like the review system last week in the North Hawks game where they did 3 and clearly 2 goals and the quarter almost went for 40 minutes in the second quarter. Yeah, agreed. And that was the same umpire that got the keys thing wrong. So I partly don't even know why he still got a job, to be fair, because that was such a bad call. That was a throw by Jackson. That should have been a free kick to Bont. I don't know why. That's a lot of bad calls that guy's making now. So it was frustrating last week watching it because there were a few clear goals that he called reviews for. So got to actually be a bit better with that. 5-13 disposals and 12 handballs, says Jim. Yeah, I know, and he's lining up for goal here. So Five's had a good start to the game. When we trade Sherry, do we go to Marshall or English? That's a great question. Depends how this knee issue's bad for Marshall. I don't know. That's going to be an interesting call. Both got the same buy. You can't split it with that. So it'll be very, very interesting. I don't know what we're going to do with that one there. So English, bloody hell, 41. Bont had a good start, though, which is good. And Fife missed it. And that's why he doesn't kick at Jim, because he's not normally a good kick. He normally turns over. Is that Bont? Love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Give it back to Bont. Give it back to him. Oh, Harms. Yeah, good. You made up for the McRae one before. You had Bont... Lob, man! You had Bont free again. You just, completely ignored him. I don't like Lob. He's so frustrating. Come on, Bont's there. No, Bont, good start. Very happy with Bont. And he's big for my matchup against Nathan from Hat Chat as well. I've got Bont, he doesn't. So he's a unique. But Bont has made a good start to the game. I think he's up to 9 disposals. It's actually been a while since Bont's had a 30-35 possession game. I don't know if he's hit... Has he hit 30 plus this year? I don't know if he has. He might have against Geelong, actually. That Geelong game might have been his only big disposal game. But he hasn't actually hit many high disposal games. So it'd be interesting to see if he can do that tonight. But if you are tuning in, and as always, make sure you do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're over 2,100 now. We're sort of nearly at 2,150. We're closing into towards 2,200, which is great. So if you haven't subscribed and you're new, make sure you subscribe. I don't know if it's bottom right-hand corner. I know people always say bottom right-hand corner, so it might be there, but make sure you subscribe. And obviously shout out to, I know Corey did a couple the other day, Lachlan Rees, Power Prawn Star with a few super chats the other day. That's very much appreciated. If anyone would like to leave a super chat and donation towards the channel, then feel free. The super chat button is there. But as long as you've liked the video and subscribed, then that is all I would request from you. It's just if you want to go the extra step to supporting us here, then feel free. Saliga over McRae was the play. I don't think it was IT. McRae, I think with such a bad forward line, McRae's, I think, going to be a top 6 forward. I don't really have any issues with him not being a top 6 forward. I think you take away that sub game that he had, he would be, I think would have been the 5th highest averaging forward, and with as long as he goes okay today, he would have been the 4th highest above Power. So I don't have an issue with McRae. Angus Heasley, would you approve Sanders to Sweet and Williams to somebody around 800k? Yeah, I would. Yep. Depends who you're getting for 800k, but I think I would based on the ins and the outs. Lachlan Rees, love your work, mate. Keep it up. Thanks, Lachlan, mate. Thank you for tuning in again. As I said, very much appreciate the super chats you posted the other night. Is Waitman okay? Waitman's signalling to the bench that he's injured. Oh no, that's his elbow that he got. I think that's the same elbow that he dislocated. What was it? Was it last year or the year before? He called straight away for the bench, and that's the arm that's strapped up. Or has he got a broken forearm? That sucks. That's the same arm that he had that bad injury with. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, people saying, wait, not looking good. What's your time at in the game? It's currently 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Maybe I might be behind. Maybe I'm in front. I honestly looked away just as I was showing the replay. That's annoying. So I'm assuming McRae's still on the bench. Harms. No, Waitman going straight down the race. That's not a shocker because it didn't look too great. I don't know exactly what he did, but that is a lovely stadium. I love Optus. I love Perth. People that know me know how much I love Perth. There's the Bont. He's looking good tonight. Bont started well, which is good. So hopefully he continues because Bont can sometimes be a player that does 3 quarters and takes 1 quarter off. Hopefully that is not the case and he can go well. And Tracy, good marks. So that will be probably the end of this will be the last thing for the quarter. What I'll do, I'll get the remote before and make sure that it is up to date because the good thing is for my birthday, had Dad bought. Okay, long story short, Dad had bought a second PS2. PS4. Don't ask me why. When parents split, he left it here, so I had 2. One in my room, one in the main room. Traded one of them in the other day and got a PS5, and that was a gift from Mum for birthday. Was paying the difference between the PS5 and the trade-in value of the PlayStation. So it's great to have a PS5. And one thing I've noticed, I've watched the football all day, have not had a buffer once. Touch wood. That doesn't happen now. I've said that, but it has not buffered. So the PS5 working wonders with KO, and the graphics are great. I had one quick game of FIFA last night, just an offline game, and the graphics were great. So looking forward to playing a few games on there. So give me a sec, I'll just get the remote. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. There we go, back. Oh, told you I'd be 2 seconds, just getting the remote. The remotes look pretty cool, actually, by the way. Really like the PS5 remotes. Bevo fiddling with the magnets on the bench. Oh, that's not great. Have birthday, says Karen. Thank you very much, Karen. Very much appreciated. Lachlan Rees, FIFA last night. Who do you support in the Prem? Man United, unfortunately. Is Sharp Alive says double down. Well, yeah, let's get into the scores and the updates from there. So, Tim English, big quarter from Speakano, 44 points. Sean Darcy as well, having a big quarter with 40. Bont, good start for the Bont on 40 points. That's very good to see. 10 disposals as well. 2 tackles. That's a good split. I like that. 5 on 37 for any of those people still got out there. Anyone jumped on Dale as well? Anyone in the chat jump on him? He's on 38, so he's had a good start. But yeah, 15 touches, but so many handballs, 1 mark, no tackles. That's his unfortunate what he does. Luke Jackson, 33, he's made a good start as well. Sarong and Brayshaw on 13 apiece. Have a look at that with Sarong and Brayshaw. You guys can't see all of it on your screen. They've both had 13 touches. They've both had 3 kicks, and they've both had 10 handballs. So that's pretty funny there. Jordan Clark on 26. Good start for him. Johannesson, 21. Same with Harms. Trelaws on 18. Young, 17. McRae's only on 14. Not a great start, but he can come back. He can have a big quarter, so hopefully he can do it next quarter. Luke Ryan's only on 7, so I was pretty keen on jumping on him at some point, but he's been pretty poor the last 5 quarters. So And yeah, Gallagher's only on the 5. Sharp's on 5 as well. That's poor. So I was actually thinking with in the other game, when Dempsey started the game on 32 points in the first quarter, I thought, well, if Dempsey was to go up and get if he got 100, I would have traded Sharp and kept Massimo, which might have been a good call looking at it now if Dempsey continued with it. But he only scored 18 points after that. So for me, Dempsey's a guy I might trade next week. His cash gen's done. So in the forward line, he's actually on my mid bench. So even going a guy like him down to Sweet. It might even be a bit of a double downgrade for me next week because I'm not keen on grabbing Dacos next week. I haven't got Dacos. He's got Carlton next week. I'd rather wait for the week after. So I might grab a Darcy Jones and a Jordan Sweet. I don't normally like doing double downgrades, but I think in terms of cash gen leading towards the buys, I think it might be quite important. So I might consider that. That's my early thoughts anyway. I would love Sarong. I just don't think I can get up to Sarong next week unless I trade at a premium. Unless I went a Powell up to him and I had to play a third rookie in the forward line. That would be the only way I could do that. Lachlan Rees says a rank. I'm assuming you're either saying rank is in me supporting United, or you're saying my rank is in terms of fantasy. I normally don't look at my rank for fantasy. I was down at like 4.5k. Might have been down to 5k after the Geelong Collingwood game, just because I've still got a fair few players to come tonight and then tomorrow. So I'm not looking too much at my rank. Now, like Gould and Bont are not heavily owned above me. A lot of other midfield premiums like a Mera, a Tom Green, they've all played. So I'm expecting to rise up in rank. And I was 1483 pre-round. So the hope is that, well, perfect scenario would be to crack the top 1,000 this week. That was my goal heading into the week. With a lot of carnage happening, if I could hold my rank, I'd be pretty happy. I'm not sure if I'll drop rank. I don't know how I'm looking. I don't think I've copped as much carnage as what people have. I think the only bad one I've really copped was a Hugo Garcia on field. But I have been able to take the 92 from Darcy Wilson, which is good. So I had the ability to do that through Harley Reid. Not in my fantasy side, but he's killing my super coach. I was saying Sharp. Yeah, I know. He's not started great, unfortunately. Fallen Wrath, I've got a 34, 41, and a 50 in the forward. Ranked 2.9k. Man, makes me want to give up, lol. Yeah, I can feel your pain. That's for sure. Karen Shanahan, I'd Bont as C, but jumped off to Heaney. Didn't take Dawson. VC scorers needed more opposition in Supercoach. Have Gorns. Hang on. I had Bont as captain, but jumped off to Heaney. Didn't take Dawson's VC scorers need more opposition in Supercoach. Have Gorns VC score captain score. Well, if you got Gorns score captain score, yeah, you're definitely taking that 100%. You got 162, so you're definitely taking that one. Liam Roseberg had McCurch utility and Williams on field. Unfortunate. That's right. You'll be able to play McCurch next week because he looked pretty good today. So, he will be good, I think, moving forward and start making a little bit more cash there. So, let's have a look if was there any late updates at all? Doesn't look like it. Well, Fife got added. Well, Fife just got 2 tackles. Did he lay a tackle now, or did he get added 2 tackles in the first quarter? Because he's up to 45 points now, Fife. So, big start to the game from Fifey. Hang on, give me 2 seconds, guys. we go. There's McRae. Sharp tackle. Holding the ball for Sharpie. Good. Good for Sharpie there. I know that I benched Sharp in Supercoach, I think. Kick short to Sarong as well. That'll make a few people happy that they got Sarongi. Go back to Sharpie. Going to Darcy in the middle. Good kick. Go to Young. Yep. Your best user in the team. And that's why. Oh, Voss should have taken that. That's a poor drop from Voss. You got to take those. That's a throw. Bont, that's a throw. But that'll be a tackle for Bont anyway because it went to the Dogs. So Bont, good. Hammy for Draper, says Double Dummy. What, Josh Draper? That's not good. Wish I went Graham on field over Sharp. I've got Graham on field. McRae tackle, good. We need more of those from McRae. Fife's having a great game. Playing really well. Harry Thomas, good. Young can't get subbed now. Josh Draper subbed out. Don't know what happened. Yes, people saying hammy for him. So, Harry Thomas. Young doesn't have to be subbed out. He can just be rested on the bench like he did last week. So, let's just hope that he's okay and all good for the rest of the game. Johnson. Ooh, that's a risky kick. Where's McRae? McRae's there. McRae short. Yes, McRae short. Little kick. Good. McRae goes back over to Bramble. Norton, good lead there. Tim English worth it after this round at the lower price versus, say, Grundy, says Helicopter Man. If you're looking to get English, I think English is a good option. Yeah, I think people are a bit worried about the whole split with English, but English is just showing he's just a machine anyway. So I'll be fine getting him. McRae, another good tackle there. So McRae's had a couple of tackles and a +6 in the last few minutes, which is good. We need him to keep the score ticking over. I'd be happy with a 90 this week from him, as long as he can just get to a solid score. Or Chapman Treloar on the ball. Treloar free kick. Says, my trades were so unlucky this week. Fisher to Zorko and Stewart to Rosie. They were the right moves. They were good moves. Had Power, Dempsey and Garcia on field in the forward line as well. Is Rosie a hold? Sounds like short term. It's very tough, isn't it? Because you can't even loop with Rosie. Wait, Caleb Daniels coming on? Oh, for Waitman. Waitman will be... he's going to be subbed out. Norton! Oh, he's dropped it. Almost took it. So that'll be Waitman subbed out. So Caleb Daniel come on. I really hope they don't put him in the midfield because then it's just going to stuff everything up. Hopefully he just plays forward or in defence or something. He should play forward because Waitman was a forward. So I'm hoping that doesn't mean that McRae's just going to get shuffled into the forward line. I don't know if Young get a tackle there. Bailey Dale, Mark Duncan, Tess's Dale line up for goal. Angus Heasley, what are people scoring so far this round? Not really sure how I'm comparing. Waiting for an injury report for Rosie on Tuesday. I don't actually know how people are going this round. It's another very odd round. With Rosie, it's a tough one. As I said, you can't loop. I think he's a hold. If it sounds like it's only going to be a week, it's probably a hold because it's going to be 1 week and he's got a good bye. He's still a premium mid. You've probably got other issues to deal with in your team. So I think it's a hold. But again, it's team dependent. We'll have to see how it's all going. There's Jack McRae up to 28 double score already this quarter. That's what I want to see. Even Aiden Young's up there now as well. Young just off the sort of the top page of the scorers here. The Bonts only had the tackle in this quarter, so hopefully he can get going. Says, what is your score and how many left bales? I'll have a look at that probably either at the... Wait. Why is Riley Garcia sitting at the back? Riley Garcia hasn't been subbed out. It could be Waitman. I don't know why Riley Garcia is sitting at the back. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with their bench at the moment. I'll go through the score and how many left after the game. I know that I've still got Roberts in my defence. I've still got so McRae. There you go. McRae straight up the stoppage and getting a kick as well. Sam Darcy. And it's a goal for the Dogs. So Dogs in front now. They've kicked a couple in a row and they're back in front. Or were they in front? I don't know if they're in front for any part of the game. Yeah, I've got Roberts in defence. I've got Goulden in the midfield tomorrow. I've got Will Graham. I've got Sam Closey. So Roberts, Closey, Graham, Goulden. Flanders, Heaney. Is that it? 6? Is that 6? Because I don't have... Oh, Yo. Yo's another one. So 7, sorry. Yo as well, 7. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I've got 7 tomorrow. 7 from the 2 games. But a few uniques. I don't think a lot of people are going to have a lot of people from tomorrow. I think Flanders, Heaney, maybe a Yo, and maybe the Gold Coast Roogers are the ones. But there'll be a few uniques and whatever tomorrow. Bont was free in the middle of the ground, but I didn't go to him. I think that was touched. Yeah, it was. Yep. Ballydale's playing well. That's on the ball against Cooper Simpson, who's been subbed on for the Dogs. Darcy, good mark. He's looking a really good player, Sam Darcy, for the Dogs. I know they've all been rating him pretty highly. So McRae's right there. If it can just trickle down. No, free kick against English or the mark. It's paid to Pierce. I don't know, one of the two. I think the mark was paid. IT, don't let Roy hear you saying team dependent. Yeah, I know. McRae. Oh, see, that's like the third tackle that McRae's laid that's just been unlucky that's not been paid to him. McRae's playing well. Hopefully his score can reflect that because his tackles have just been unlucky. They haven't been paid. He should have had another +6 before. He should be one of the top scoring players on the ground based on sort of his scoring. The only thing is Bont hasn't really got near it this quarter. He was everywhere in the first quarter with 10 disposals. I only had the 1 tackle in this quarter, so hopefully he can really get going. I can't remember as well if Nathan had Fife in our matchup. I don't think he did. But if he did, that's not going well for me. Young on Bont there. Not a tag or anything, just standing next to each other on the stoppage. I got 13, 11, and 6 to go for what it's worth. Ed Richards. Oh, Jonason's going to get run down. Bad handball. Not a great handball there. 44, not bad for the Bont, says Angus. Yeah, no, agreed. I'm just saying he hasn't got near it this quarter. He was on, 40 points at quarter time. So he's only had the 1 tackle in this quarter. So I'm just saying for the first 7.5 minutes or 10 minutes of the quarter, he just hasn't really gotten much of the ball. So I'm hoping that this isn't one of those Bont quarters where he just doesn't really touch it much. And it only limits to him getting a 95 to 110. Hopefully, with the 40-point quarter, he can go and get a 115 plus. I'm 12.90 so far with 8 left, including 3 tonight and the captain. Says Corey there. Again, I don't actually know what a good score is at the moment this week. I haven't really looked into it. I've got Darcy on ground as well, says Karen. Which Darcy? Sean or Sam? Because obviously 2 Darcys playing tonight. Sean Darcy with none tackle there. Says I'm on. Hang on, I'll get to that in a sec. All the Bont here. Bont's around. Oh, Bont just does the tap. On Bont, we need fantasy points, mate. And Emmett. Oh no, did they pay the unrealistic attempt? I didn't actually think that the unrealistic attempt really impacted the players much, but they paid it. Oh. Voss, that was well done. Oh, nice step by Cooper Simpson then. Brayshaw. Is that a goal? If it is a good goal by Brayshaw, if he kicked it, no, he missed it. That would have been a great goal. Yes, it says I'm on 11.99 with 5 to come. I also have Gorn scored a double, Sherry to come on, and McCurch to come on. So, yeah, cool. So you got a few people still to come on. Bont was short for a +6 there. Bont, give to Bont. No, Frederick's there. Oh, Bont nearly. Bont just had a nearly quarter, unfortunately. There's Fife again. Fife's everywhere. Frederick has kicked the goal. So, Freo back in front. Good game so far. Bit frustrating fantasy-wise with a few players, but good game so far. Can't wait for Sarong captain for next week against Tigers, says Corey. Yeah, and that's why I want to bring Sarong in next week. I think he could have a big score, and I want to try and get him. I just don't know if I can. Maybe training power could be a play, but it means probably having Dempsey on field, which after today, is that really what I want? So you want to limit these rookies. That's why I think the smarter play for my own side is probably not getting Sarong, unfortunately. But hopefully you enjoy it, Corey. Double dummy. I have closing Graham, Roberts, Heaney, Grundy, and Ginnivan tomorrow. Ginnivan, interesting. Ginnivan was my gamble preseason. Well, there you go. Darling Option says, I think we have defence. I think they're pretty stacked. So probably not for most teams. But if you need a defender, he's underpriced based on what he's doing. Who's in the CVF for the Dogs? Bont, Richards, and Harms. It's just, again, why? There's a Bont. Get the handball away. Oh, good. He got the handball. Good. Is McRae on the bench? Yeah, McRae's on the bench. That's why. And Vandermeer. Goal for the Dogs. Dogs back in front. So there you go. Karen Chan and Supercoach scores can be very different than Dream Team. McRae's Supercoach is 12. Really? I thought his Supercoach score would be a lot higher than that. I thought he'd used the ball quite well. Unless I haven't been watching it properly. But Angus Easy, too little upside for the risk. What's that for? I don't know what that one was for, Angus there. Jim, what about she's a cap next week versus St Kilda? Yeah, could be a good shout. Obviously, it's just this. I think I'll still put in VC, but with so many moving parts at North Melbourne, it is going to be risky moving from week to week because who knows if he's going to play midfield or because he played midfield / forward in the last quarter and a bit. Bont's on the bench, normally a little bit earlier than what he normally goes onto the bench for, but maybe that's because McRae. I think McRae's come back on. I think that's him in the midfield there, next to Sarong. Yeah, it is McRae, Treloar, and Richards. I don't get the Richards midfield. Like I really don't. It baffles me. Like Bevo loving. I don't have to put Richards in just because that would just be Libba's spot, and they just want to keep the structure around it the same. Good kick. That's is that Voss? Yeah, Voss lining up for goal. How's your captain's challenge going, says Corey? I don't know. I think I'm like 160 odd overall. I don't know how many people are doing it, so I'll just put my captains in each week and see how we go. I think Fisher has to go after the sub, says Big Boy 1010. Yeah, agreed. If he didn't jump off him, I think he could go. I think if he's named in the actual 22 next week, I think he's a hold. I think just because the forward line there's no options. Voss's first goal for Freo. I don't know. I think he played. Did he play any games for Essendon? Because if he did, he would have probably kicked a goal. But his first goal for Freo, nonetheless. So good for him. Talking about Bailey Dulce saying, yeah, cool, that's fine. Richard's playing Libba's role. He is. Yep. IT, she's a VC and a Gore next week, won't change. I think I'll probably be the same as well, looking at it very early. What's captain's challenge, says Jim. So guy Aaron Delaporte on Twitter. It's just so it combines all the expert, like sort of Calvin, Mitch, Jaden, like all the guys do the experts. So I'm doing one for Fantasy Fanatics. So I wouldn't consider myself an expert captain picker, but there and then you can pick your own captains. So there's no prize or anything. It's just a bit of fun and whatever on the side. So I pick my captains to see how I go each week. And it's more trying to compare, seeing how your captains go towards the likes of Calvin and stuff like that. So, Yeah, I'm sure you'll find, if you just go Captain Challenge on Twitter, you'll find it. So, Buddy McRae tapped it there. It would have been a lot better if he had caught the handball or something, but that's okay. It would have been better for the team. I don't mind McRae doing things for the team because Bevo will look at that and go, oh, that's good, so and keep McRae there. Then again, maybe not. Bevo's very interesting when it comes to decision making. Not 15 there, apparently. If they switch it, maybe Sharp's on the other side. Sharpie's been a bit quiet. He got the hold on the ball call earlier in the quarter, but really hasn't got amongst it besides that. There's Brayshaw. And he says he currently ranked 9th on Captain's Challenge. Voss never played for the Bombers. Well, okay, so yeah, he didn't play any games, but he was on their list. I just wasn't sure if he got a game for them or not. But Bailey Dale's smashing out. 68 points halfway through the game, halfway through the second quarter. So Darcy obviously going along very nicely as well. 7 tackles for the big fella. Out the back. Why am I yawning so much? Oh, it's only 8 o'clock. I don't know why I'm yawning. Fife going on nicely as well. English as well. Sarong. Brayshaw's going well. Bont 46 is okay. He's only had the handball on the tackle in this quarter. He'll come back on in a sec and play the quarter out, which is good. But yeah, not a big quarter for Bont, but Bont's still tracking along okay. All there. McRae's only on 31. Wasn't he on 34? Young on 28, or maybe he was on 27 or something. But goal for Tracy there. So Tracy moving up on the list there as well. Voss at 22. Ryan's only on 19. Chapman 19. Sharp's only on 13. That's including. So he's only just done the tackle and holding the ball call in this score. That's it. So not great. Very interesting game so far. Very interesting. Freo out to the 9-point lead now. As always, if you are enjoying the videos around, or if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you do leave a like on it. It does help out the channel and help it go out to more people. How many people we got watching at the moment? Let's have a look. So we've currently got 26 people tuning in. McRae there. Oh, almost a dangerous tackle by Darcy then. I don't know why they're going to Bont on the bench. Is Bont okay? Is Bont? I'm assuming Bont's fine. Yeah, we've got 26 people watching, so if you can leave a like on it. We've got 11 likes on it so far, so thanks very much to the people that have liked it. And as I said before, if you would like to go the extra way for the channel, want to donate towards the channel and help out in that way, then feel free. That would be very much appreciated. But if not, as long as you subscribe and like, that is all that I would ask of you. Is that McRae on the switch? There's McRae. McRae, mark it. Yes, McRae. Good. Good stuff, McJack. That is a lovely kick on his right foot. The precision then and the cutting inside to get it back to him was great. And McRae's running, the head straight, the head's upright. That's what we like to see. We love to see it from Jack. That's a bad handball. Got Saliga last week because no other options, but pretty happy, says Liam Rosenberg. Yeah, Saliga was good today. He's been good last couple of weeks. Got back-to-back scores of 98, so you'd be very happy with that if you jumped on him. Double dummy. Jacko going well for a forward player. I'll take 85s. And I think Jackson at the moment is showing that I thought he was probably a priority trade last week, but it's probably showing he's not really, to be fair. Sharp should be next here from Pierce. Pierce, you've got Sharp there. What are you doing? Oh, he's going to Young. Okay, I'll take that. Young, you got... Oh, Young won't go to Sharp, I don't think, here. Young will go and cut inside on his left. I don't hate that. It's just annoying. I want Sharp to get more involved in the game. Riley Garcia, Jeray, Caleb Daniel to McRae. Good. McRae, kick it. I know you got a handball anyway. McRae get it back here. Caleb Daniel, just a rush kick there. I'm sort of hoping Daniel gets back in the best 22 because he could be a forward option that's at a cheap price that we consider. Bailey Dale playing forward now, which is very interesting. He's racking it up at half-back. Spaced, I'm a Fremantle supporter and I hate Bailey. Man, shit, with my whole heart. Not in fantasy or not in my fantasy or anything. Oh, that's funny. Any other Freo fans here that isn't a fan of Buddy Banfield? Five has 70 in Supercoach. Yeah, good. I've got him in Supercoach. Very happy with that. Get Bont on, says Harry. Yep, hopefully get him on if they kick the goal here. Yep, good. Goal for Bailey Dale, so hopefully get him back on. Bailey Dale to 80 points as well. You've probably already said, but what were your trades, Bales, says Clay Smith. My trades this week were... I've had a mental blank. What were my trades this week? Massimo down to Garcia and Fisher up to McRae with 150-odd K in the bank, I think it was. So going to the next week with a little bit of cash. But I don't know if I'll be able to do the upgrades I want because I want Sweet. And I might want Darcy Jones as well, which means I might be doing a double downgrade next week. So, Jim, Fader McRae this week. What score should he get this week to make him buy next week? I think if he gets, he's got a good role. I think he's a great buy, really, almost regardless of what he scores. If he gets a 90 plus, I think he's a good target. Dale looking good against his Harry. Yeah, but he's now gone forward, which is a bit interesting. Come on, Freo said Scorched Earth. It's good. Good game, close game. McRae midfield again, which is good to see. I don't know if that might be a tackle. Young again. Young, go for goal, son. No, great kick. He's not even a lot better kick. Now it goes to Jackson, though. Oh, Jackson dropped it. Space. His team actually looks good with debutants if Amos comes back. I'm a very casual fantasy player and my team is cooked. I've got Sanders, Toby Pink and Sean Maker. And all I want in my life is Errol Goulden. I love him so much. Had Zach Fisher on field as well. Yep, well, I got Errol. It was good to have him finally last week. Didn't go too great in up until the second half. But still take 100 anyway as a captain from last week. No, not Ping there. So yeah, Waitman obviously there. Not great for him. Another injury. Hopefully he's okay. Come on, Bont. Bont tackle. That's not a handball. Far out, this game has been frustrating. Both Bont and McRae could have had an extra 3 tackles each, but it's just unfortunate their bloody tackles haven't gotten an incorrect disposal or anything. McRae? No. English. I love how English pops up for these +6 marks. No other ruckman does what he does. I think that's Mum's dinner that's here. So and he's English again. Like, this is ridiculous. So good with doing that. McRae short. McRae. Yes, English. That's what we love to see. McRae, is that Bont? No, Bont's up the field for a bit further. Bont hopefully gets a lead here. Might get it next. They're going down the line. Bont is around the place. Buddy Williams. Oh, could Bont get out back here? Bont's there. Young actually beat him to it though. Young 1-2 gets the 1-2. Couple of handballs there for Youngie. Janison, this could be a goal. Ooh, he had Gallagher. He had Gallagher alone. That's bad. I hate when players do that as well, when they just see goals and they go for it. When you got to look for other options. Like Jack Higgins did it last night. He took the mark, and as soon as he took the mark, he was about 45 out. He just went, nah, I'm not even looking. And he literally pointed at the goals and just turned his back on the play. That's one of my pet hates when players do that. It's just like, it doesn't make sense, because if you've got a player alone in the forward 50, you should be kicking to them instead. So Sharp should be next. Sharp should get a +6 here. O'Meara, the too slow, man. I really don't know why O'Meara's in the side for Freo, because he doesn't fit in the midfield. He's not a forward. He's not a defender. Like, why is he even there? Like, doesn't really add anything. And here's bloody Jordan Clark again. Jordan Clark for me would almost have to be one of the most frustrating players that I don't own, that I have to watch. Scorched Earth. New to AFL Fantasy this season. Playing Supercoach and Fantasy. Have taken Freo as my team to be a little bit rogue. Fair enough, mate. Space says Scorched Earth. Poor you. I want to goon into Patrick Voss, my Pookie Bears. Top of the square. Oh, O'Donnell looked to be injured. Sharpie! Oh, he's missed it. Sharp getting burned so hard. Oh, no, exactly, Angus Heasley. That's a good point. He's been burnt probably 3 or 4 times now. Janison there. McRae's in defence. McRae could get it if McRae leads. McRae potentially had a chance to get it there. Buku's got it. Gives it to Joe Hannison. Where's Bont? Bont's running deep. Is that a mark? No. Damn it. That could have been a potential Bont goal there. Good tackle by Jones. Don't know what happened there. I thought it was a good tackle by Jones, but turned out it was a free against. Minute 26 to go in the quarter. English, you had a chance to handball off. Yeah, English, you're lucky that Norton came and disrupted that from him there, because that was a poor decision. Go Bont. Come on, Bont. Yes, Bont. Good handball inside. Get back to Bont. Lovely Trelaw. Oh, Bont. That is a lovely kick on the right. And Darcy, mismatch against Aish. No, not quite. Sharp again, working hard back in defence. Some fantasy points late for us in the quarter. McRae's around the place. McRae's there. Jones get to McRae. Yes, McRae handball. Would have been a young tackle, though, if it didn't go to McRae, but I'll take the points for McRae. Everyone's got Young, not everyone's got McRae. Janison, quick. You got to be quick, mate. You got to be quick. You got 17 seconds. McRae's there. Not a good kick. Straight to Freo. And that will be half-time. Half-time there. 3-point game. Freo leading. It's been a good game in terms of footy point of view, but in terms of fantasy, it's been a bit... There'll be some players on good scores, but it's been frustrating. Like, McRae and Bont have been close to a few tackles. Sharp's been burnt a lot. My boy Timmy English, go big man, says Power Prawn. So yeah, he's going well, having a good game. Up the Docker says Spaced and Angus Heasy. Who's everyone's biggest pod right now? I don't even know who my biggest pod would be, actually. Alrighty. Well, the scores. So Bailey Dale top scoring on 86, having a great game again. Tim English on 72, having a good game. If anyone has got English out there, a good even split of points. He's had the 12 touches, 3 marks, 2 tackles, 17 hit-outs. Good split from him there. Sean Darcy, 72 as well. Fife's on 66 with 22 touches, the most on the ground. Sarong, 57 as well. McRae, 51. Good quarter by Jack McRae. So that was a what? That was a 37-point quarter for McRae there. Bont, 51. On the other hand, Bont only had 11 points that quarter. So not... Wait. Yeah. Only 11 points there for Bont. Frustrated. And that's the thing that frustrates me with Bont sometimes, is that the start of last season he did it as well. There would always be games where he'd have one quarter where he'd have a bad quarter. And this is the one quarter. So if he just has a normal game from here, he gets 100. And instead of it being a quarter time was looking like a 120. He still could get a 120 from here. Don't get me wrong. He could have 2 40-point quarters and go and get a... what's that? A 130 or 120 from here. There's definitely not another question, but yeah. Brayshaw 50, Young's on 48 as well, so Young had a good quarter. So a few of those players there, McRae, Young had good quarters there. Jackson 43, anyone's got him out there, you'd be pretty happy with a 43. Trelaws on 43 as well, a little bit lower for him tonight to start, but 43 is not atrocious. Jordan Clark 36, that's poor, not poor, but it's not great. Luke Ryan, 33, again, not great. Both playing a pretty easy opposition for defenders. Wait, Sharp's only on 20. I thought Sharp would be on a lot more than 20. I felt like he got more involved in the back pit of that quarter, but only 20 points. Hey, everyone's got Sharp on field, essentially. So, there you go. And Gallagher's on 11. So, just want to have a quick look at my own team. Haven't looked at it for a while. So, So we're at 4982 overall rank. Bont, Young, Sharp, McRae all in play at the moment. Obviously, I'm waiting for Wilson's score to count for me. So yeah, I've got Flanders, Heaney, Wilson score to count tomorrow, Will Graham, Elliot Yeo, Errol Goulden, Matt Roberts, and Closey. So I've essentially got the equivalent of 8 players to come. But McRae, very happy with that start from him, 51. Good to see. What's his time on ground been like as well? 78%, that's fine. That's about normal. Only the 9 touches. He had the 4 marks, 4 tags, which is good. Just the more touches needs to get involved. But I was talking about Bont before. His season, I suppose, he had 25. He had 32 in round 2, 16 against West Coast, and he had 35 against Geelong, 17 against Essendon, 24 against St Kilda, and he's only had 13 today. So he's not getting a lot of the ball. The only thing really saving him is his tackles and kicking some goals. Like last week, only 24 touches, but still managed a 110. He got the 53 week before that. 35 against Geelong, he looked great. And he looked good at the start of the game tonight. He just didn't get involved much in that quarter. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm still fine with Bont. I'm still going to hold for the season if unless he gets injured or suspended or something. He's got Hawthorn and Richmond next to. I expect him to go pretty well in the next couple of games. So just having a look at my matchup against Nathan. So I've got Bont and McRae in play at the moment. He doesn't have either. He's had Williams 60. He had Blake House's 80 count for Tom Stewart. So he's had Williams 60, House 80, Butters 98, Caldwell 71, Wilson 92. He's only got Grundy to come. I've had Sheasel 125, Bont's 51, McRae's 51. He had Sherry as well. So I've got Wilson's 92 to be added to my score for Nathan. And then I've got Goulden. So it'll be Goulden versus Grundy. But it seems like I'll be up anyway. Because all our scores have been... So that the other scores have been added. 92 will be added. McRae and Bont scoring. I could overtake Nathan tonight. I'm down by 70 points. So the more that Bont and McRae catch up, the better. And I could be ahead of him with the same amount of... Oh, no, I could be over 100 points above Nathan with the same amount of players to come. So I'm looking in a good spot, which is good. I want to see the top of the table clash between Mitch and Mini Monk. So Mitch has got Jordan Clark in play at the moment. They both had House's score come on. So Jordan Clark, 36. He had Dawson, 122. Walsh, 102. Gorn's score as captain as well. And Garcia. Mini Monk had Zach Williams, Connor Rosie, Jeremy Sharp, Ryan Marshall, and Jack McRae. So, yeah, unfortunate that it looks like Mitch is, or unfortunately for Mini Monk, looks like Mitch is going to take, well, I think, yeah, it's pretty safe to say Mitch will win that matchup now. That's why Mitch benched Sharp, because he had McKercher on his bench with a 109. God, that would have been nice. Mitch, a little bit kissed there, but hey, you definitely take it. And he's now got McKercher onto his field as well. Mitch is having a great season. Mitch was ranked, top 200 before the round. He could be well inside he could be top 100 at the end of this week. And DC as well. DC is top 100 at the moment as well. He's up at 84th. Who's he got at the moment? He's got Young in play. He took McKercher. Oh, all these people getting McKercher's score. All these people had McKercher. I didn't realise all these people had McKercher's. Yeah, DC still got McKercher, taking that score, and benched Jeremy Sharp as well. Far out. That's annoying. A lot of people that benched Sharp did have McKercher. Yeah, DC's having a good week as well. And he's got Darcy Wilson's score on the bench as well. Bloody DC. He had Blake House's score, he had McKercher's score, and he's got Darcy Wilson's score. So Elder Loop on all three of those. No, good for DC. Just why can't I get that luck? You know, because I traded McKercher last week. So yeah, trading McKercher. It was the right call last week. It just sucks that now he's going well. So What do we got here? Houston, my biggest pod, says Power Prawn Star. Angus's is Walsh, but not that unique. Jim's is Goulden. Yeah, mine's probably Goulden as well. Clay Smith is Adams. Liam Rosenberg is at time for Gallagher down to Darcy Jones and Cherry down to sweep. I don't know about Cherry down to sweep, but the other one sounds like a good play. My biggest pod, Sarong at 14.89%, says Corey. Liam Rosenberg said his is... he's saying Orgo Williams down. I don't know about Williams. 64. I'm probably going to keep Williams because he's got the Friday night game, so I'll actually be able to loop in my defence finally. I'll be able to loop him and see how he goes. Bonton Pookie is the worst player to watch. I think you just have to take the score at the end of it and be happy what happened to Steele the other night. Oh, Space, come on, man. I know you're taking the piss there. We know Bont is great to watch. Bonton Pookie. I don't know what is with the Pookie. But yeah, Steele the other night had knee strapping spaced, unfortunately, and just had nightmares, PTSD from last year of the him being injured every week. So yeah, not great. Hopefully he can get right soon. Is Williams 100% a sell next week, says Jim? I don't think he is. If you've got the ability to loop him like I do, Friday night I'm going to loop him, see how he goes. He's got a 64 today. It's not the worst, but he played the game out. So Fisher subbed out, says Sultan. No, he's a starting sub, unfortunately, today. Harry Thomas, was Dacos over Walsh the right call? Yeah, I think he was. Yep, he'll be a top couple of defender. Liam Rosenberg, person I'm versing had Keane and Borlase. Ha ha. Well, very interesting combo for someone to have. Shannon Page, as of tonight, my pod is Voss. Least he's reached his break even. I didn't even know what he was on, actually. Spaced is still to Goulden a bad shout. Then I know don't trade Primos, but yeah, no, it's if you've got another issue, Spaced, it is a genuine sort of potential that you could do. Raymond Shav, Dempsey gone next week for sure. I think for me probably will be as well. 50 this week. Tougher run coming up as well. Him down to Sweet is probably a trade that's locked in for me. It just depends if what else I do. I'm not sure exactly what else I'll do besides that. I can't trade Power because I've got to go to a forward. Maybe it is a Jai Clark to Darcy Jones to kickstart that cash gen in that part of my ground and bring 250k into the following week, and maybe that's where I go a Zach Williams down and go a rookie up and bring in a Nick Dacos that way. Double dummy for all my players, double their halftime score. I'll be protected 2090. Not bad given some of the protected scores I have on field. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good from what most people are looking at. Paolo trade next week. Think he went forwards to Sultan. He did. It was more because of Phillips being the side. If Phillips is dropped, I won't trade, but it's going to be interesting if Phillips... I hope Phillips is dropped because then I think Power will be better for that. So, give me a sec. I'm just going to go get a snack. I'll be back in a sec. There we go. I'm back. I didn't realise I had some good old pods behind me. So have some pods while I'm sitting here. I won't be having dinner really until I don't have time to cook dinner now. So I'll probably go out and get dinner somewhere after takeout. Maybe get I was thinking Carl's Jr. Haven't had Carl's Jr. for a while, so I might get that. Or a Porto actually. A Porto could be a good shout. Is anyone a fan of a Porto here? I'm a big fan of a Porto. I really like their chili cheese fries. I like them. They're good. The barbecue chicken cheeseburger is good as well. The chicken bowlers as well are great. So they're good shouts. Any late updates? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't look as though there's been any updates. McRae and Bont still 51. Yeah, there you go. Surface concerns after slippery first half. David Zeta talking about that now. Luke Ryan got a +4, if anyone's got him. There you go. Libba, late out for tonight. He was a late out because of food poisoning, so that's why he didn't play. Yeah, no, not too many updates. Late updates, so that seems like that'll be about where we're sitting. Actually, what's my round rank so far with my score? Oh. So round rank is 72,000. Yeah, that's why we're down. Actually, fun enough, one of my mates from Footy is currently second overall in the overall rankings. Shout out to Isaac Verano, who's doing quite well. He's got Sheezer 125, Nasaiwani Miller 96, Young in play on 48, Clark in play on 36, Yo, he took Blake Hauser's score on the bench, Merritt 125, Butters 98, Steele 72, Nick Martin 113, Dacos 98, Bonner 80, Harvey Thomas's score of 77 on the bench that he took as well. And he's got Closey, then Gorn VC taken as captain, and Tristan Sherry with the 83, and he's got Heaney Flanders tomorrow, Jackson 43, Tom Power 34, McRae 51, and he had Dempsey on field for his 50. So yeah, there you go. He's going on quite nicely. So how many's he got tomorrow? He's got 2, 3, 4 tomorrow. How many points is he ahead of me? 13. He's like nearly 600 points ahead of me. I'm only going to be. I'll be still like 400 points behind him actually if with that. But nah, shout out to Isaac. He's going on very nicely. I don't know if he knows actually. His last name he's got a capital letter, but his first name for Isaac has got a lowercase letter. So don't know if he deliberately did that, but just hoping for some late updates. But it doesn't look like there'll be any. Chilor got a +2 actually. That was one. Sultan Phillips sucks, man. Still in mid-time. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't like saying a player sucks, but unfortunately, I don't think he's AFL standard. I don't think, or at least he's got to work on a few things at the very least. Double Dome, my forward line needs a lot of upgrading. Powell, Drury, Campbell, Cadman, and Comben in the utility spot. All poor scores, all likely at the end of their cash gen. Plus, I need Sweet in. Yeah, so if you can get Sweet in for one of those guys, that'd be good. Put Barnett into utility, and then you've got a guy that you can loop in your put into your forwards to loop, and you can also loop Sweet if he goes 110 or whatever, and you can bench a Sherry or whatever. So limited options, sadly. Yep, no, agreed. Double dummy. Raymond Shav got some red rooster. I get some red rooster. I don't know if there's any near me though. No, red rooster good. I haven't had that for a while. Could be one to consider. Maybe not tonight, maybe another night. But no, Raymond, no, appreciate that, mate. Haven't had that for a while. John, of course, I've got Sharp on field and my opponent has Fife. Yep, unfortunately, that's the league matchups and how that works. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually getting, not lucky, but I'm not getting unlucky in the Content Creators Cup. Last year, I was a bit unlucky with a lot of close losses. This year, I'm having some good luck. I'm not getting punished too much, which is good. So, and I'm having a pretty solid start to the year as well. So, Lachlan Rees, thoughts on Dempsey down to Darcy Jones, Sexton up to Brad Hill next week? I don't know about Brad Hill. He got a 60-odd in this game. I don't know if I'd be targeting him. I think the full line's probably we're just leaving for the time being, unless you know if McRae and he goes and puts up a good score and you want him. Corey Butledge can't decide. Better run between Bont and Dawson next week for Rosie, and Fisher to and McRae potentially might have to miss out on Sweet. Yeah, Bont and McRae. Sorry, Bont and Dawson. That's a tough pick. I'm glad I got both. I don't have to worry about picking one. Or I'll tell you what, Dawson's looked really good last 2 weeks. Dawson could be the pick. Bont's got the role. He just, I don't know, Bont's not looking like he's putting the four quarters together and running on top of the ground. So, I don't know. Bond's still a good option. I think I'd probably go Dawson just, though. And Fisher to McRae potentially might have to miss out on Sweet. Yeah, I know. It might not work out for you, Corey. You might just have to, go for another option. Actually, while I think, if I want to check the cricket score, because I'm following the IPL pretty closely this year. So, Harry Thomas, with these good trades, Fisher down to Garcia and Williams to Dacos. So, Fisher to Garcia, Williams to... Yeah, I like it. Yep, I like it. Obviously, Garcia wasn't great, but I'm still liked bringing him in. Held Sanders instead, says Harry. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yep. The name, I'm just going to call you Mo. Is what's Fife doing? Of course, my matchup has him. Had Powell and Fisher as well. With Powell and must trade. I don't think Powell's a must trade with the lack of options. But yeah. Oh wow. Fraser McGurk got 84 off 27. Wow, and I didn't put him in my game day squad or my draft. Oh, actually, I had him in draft stars, just not my that there. Oh, Boomer's not even bowling well either. Even Hardik Pandya went for 41 runs off 2 overs. That would have been Fraser McGurk that would have done that. Yeah, 2 for 172 off 13.1. If anyone watched that last night, that game in the IPL last night, the biggest run chase ever in any 2020 game in cricket history. Yeah, cool. All right, we're nearly ready for the second half. Hopefully, big second half for Bont. If McRae can just get himself to 100, that'd be very, very nice. They're the two that I'm looking at. Are people trading Sweet for cash gen off the bench, says Matt Young. Yeah, that's what people are going for. Covering the rucks as well. You might be able to loop. You could loop a Sherry and him. And I guess a lot of people got a Barnett or a Livingston, so they can now loop in their forward line as well. So it sort of just works, I think, for a lot of coaches. He'll be over 400k, so he's not cheap, but it might be worth it for the long-term cash gen. And here we go. McRae starting half forward. Good tackle by Vandermeer on Jordan Clark then. Bont tackle on Fife. When I'm Bont. McRae. Handball. A lot of stoppages to start this quarter. Troy handball on board to Bont. Handball was half smothered. Still points. Still take it. Sarong to Young. That's what I want to see. Young. Deep ball for Jackson. Could that be holding against O'Donnell? Yep. Yeah, Jackson free kick. I thought that was going to be the case. Yep. Free kick. Wasn't allowed to go to the ball. Is that for IPL? Yes, yep, scorched earth, yeah. Went 84 off 27 in the IPL. Fraser McGurk. And Jackson kicks the goal. Done with dummy Jacko, yep. And it's funny, Bont's already had over half the points that he had in the second quarter in a minute and a half of this quarter. It's quite funny. He had 11 points in the second quarter. He's already had 6 points in the first little bit of this quarter. So McRae's not starting in the CBAs, but he's coming straight up to the stoppages. Like, he's right there. Bont. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, he's lucky he didn't give way on the... No, he did give way on the ball. God damn it. So, well, I said about Bont having over half the points, but now he's not. Karen Shannon, my TV's a bit ahead of yours, Bales. I'm on Foxtel. Yeah, Foxtel's always ahead of KO, being the live channel. Oh, bloody Bont. To be fair, that tackle knocked the ball out of his hands, and Bont had only just got the ball. So Bont could probably consider himself a little bit stiff there, to be fair, that was paid on the ball. It was frustrating because he was about to go to McRae as well, so it would have been points for McRae. I guess Young got the mark and handball, so it was good for him, but frustrating for McRae, potential points, and Bont as well. And I think I'd much rather Bont and McRae do better because I think everyone's got Young. Steez, are you keen on the coaches, Bales? Not really. Just because I think he's just an 80s guy, and they've got games up in Darwin coming up. There's a great mark by O'Donnell then. I'm a bit nervous with those games up in Darwin, so I probably wouldn't. Oh, Gallagher, you got McRae. You got McRae for a short kick. Oh, why? Why would you go to Vandermeer? No one's got Vandermeer in their sides, and no one cares about Vandermeer. So, what a stupid decision. At least McRae can actually pinpoint a target, whereas Vandermeer cannot. That could be holding the ball. No, West got out. That's a ball up. Space. Sarong, my Pookie Bear. You got a lot of Pookie Bears spaced. I don't know what the Pookie Bear is as well. English, McRae, Bont, that's what we like to see. Bont gets those 3 points back from that free kick against. Oh, that could be hot. Oh, no, he got rid of it just, Pierce, then. Very interesting handball by Riley West there. Trelaw, snap. No, missed it. Matt Young, Power Lord Dempsey to McRae next week if McRae scores well. I think I'd still go Dempsey up. I know Power had a bad game, but we were looking at him as a top 6 foot. He had one bad game with a bad role. If Phillips is named, you could go Power first, but I think if Phillips is dropped, which I suspect he will be, he got subbed out, then I would be, I'd be keeping Power. Here's Bont, handballed it off to Duray and Williams. I thought that might have been Craig. Oh, Bont was going past. Bont's in the pocket. Bont's free if they go to him. Bont's got a lot of free space there. Another dumb kick just to a contest. Did Darcy mark that? I don't know. Steez, Darwin equals humid, so less marks, I'm assuming. Yeah, exactly. That's why we don't like Darwin for those guys that have uncontested ball. There's Bont. Nothing there. Is Sanders dropped forever, said Space. No, not dropped forever. If he is dropped forever at the Dogs, then he will be going to the Tasmania side in a few years because he is from Tasmania. So, and I don't get why they dropped him. I rate him more than a lot of the players they've got in the side. Like they're playing guys like Vandermeer and that in the side. Like I don't rate Vandermeer at all. Like the guys like him, Harms. Like Harms is not a future player for the Dogs. Like I don't get some of these players that are playing for the Dogs at the moment. Sweary was putting up Bont numbers on like 35% game time. Rate him really highly. Yeah, no, I do as well. Spaced, I'd rate him a lot. I don't really get it. Is this Bont? No. What a bad kick again. Power Prawn size. Carl's Jr. better than the Hungries. I don't know. They're different. I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know on the next stream when I have it tonight. I haven't had it for a while, so I can't really get a gauge I think normally I enjoy Hungry Jacks more, but and yeah, we'll have to see. Derek, English and Darcy look like they're going to score massive here along with Dale. Yeah, I agree. I think they'll all put up big numbers. McRae, that'll be tackle unless a free kick. 11 clearances for Sarongi tonight. Is that a free kick to... No. Oh, no, but okay. Wasn't a free kick to McRae, but McRae got a little short +6 and he goes to English. So English is lining up for goal. McRae another +6, which is very, very nice. Saronga's 11 clearances tonight. Yep, no, he's going very nicely tonight. Great defence from Bailey. Man, shit there. Just why I love him. Says spaced. So McCrae to 63. Very, very nice. And English has hooked that. That's not going anywhere near the goal. 7-point difference. 7-6 to 8-7. So, close game. Good hands by... Young got caught by bloody Garcia. Just had no idea that he was coming. He got past a couple. Good handball by Fife there. Young had to get rid of that a bit quicker. Had to go the first option. Johannesson there. Where's Bont? So Bont's in the forward line at the moment. He's resting forward at the moment. Here comes Bont. Here comes Bont. Oh. Bont! Bont! Oh. Fucking Ryan was there. Matt Young went to Rosie this week hoping he'll be all right, but if not, he's a trade or hold. If he's out for a week, I think he's a hold. I think we've all got a lot of other issues, and I think that Rosie might miss this week, yeah, but I think we got other issues longer term. So I think he's probably a hold. But if he's out for 2 or more weeks, I'd trade. Jackson did well there. Oh, Sharp just got burnt badly there by Walters. Like, what, Walters? What is that? Like, there was no point. I don't know if Bont took the mark there, if that was a half volley, but he got at least 2 points there. But, I don't get what that is from Walters. Like, and Darcy. And I hope they go back and kick this goal, because this is the thing that annoys me the most with these bloody players, these spuds that we don't have in our fantasy side, is that they've got an obvious, like, Walters has an obvious handball to Jeremy Sharp on the outside. Jeremy Sharp probably gains 15 to 20 metres running and then probably kicks it 40, 50 metres down into Freya's 50, and maybe it's a stoppage in their 50. Instead, he goes, I'm gonna use him as a decoy, cut inside onto my non-preferred, then cut back onto your left and kick it straight to the Dogs. And the Dogs kick a goal. Great. I'm glad they kicked it. Sucked in Walters. I'm sorry, that's dumb football. I don't know what you're doing there when you're bloody burning guys like Sharp like that. Should be ashamed of yourself, mate. Pisses me off. You think Arnie Slot is going to be a good manager for Liverpool, says Derek. Arne Slot. Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, I don't know much about him, to be fair. I wonder if he'll be good for Liverpool. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know much about him. Maybe we should have traded out Bond and kept Green, but I thought Green and that was Karen Shannon, had a niggle injury. No, I wouldn't have traded Green anyway, and I wouldn't trade Bond. I still think they're both going to be fine. Do you reckon Sissy will be relevant this year? Not until they bring in a key defender, he won't be. When they bring in a second key defender, he might, but until that happens, he will not be. And I will not be looking at him until that happens. Oh, nearly throw by Young there. Give it to Sharp this time. Thank you. Look what happens when Sharp gets the ball. He actually creates some run. And that'll be holding the ball against Jackson. That was fair. He tried to get past and just didn't quite work. Liam Jones, he's got Bont short, goes long to a contest. I don't get these footballers. Young has got Cooper Simpson. And they just completely bypass Sharp. Like, oh. And Tracy Marks. God, this game's actually frustrating me so much in terms of fantasy. There's players burning one, and like other players are burning our players like crazy. No tons of my midfield this week. Sad, says Power Prawn Star. Yep, I know. Take me back to best 18. Things were safer then. Yeah, Angus. Yeah, no, I agree. This would have been a great week for best 18. What week would you say is ideal to trade out? Sherry, says Steez. I don't know. It'd probably be one that... yeah, it's going to be interesting to when we trade Sherry. Maybe around 12 on his buy, maybe. I've sharpened my multi. Need 10 more touches. FFS. Yeah, I don't know if he's getting their Power Prawn Star. They're burning him all the time. He'd probably be there by now if they didn't burn him. IT, Salah dropped, FPL in the mud. I traded Salah this week because I went on like a Twitter FPL Twitter space about 20 minutes before we went on here. And yeah, the guy that I spoke to said, yeah, there's leaks everywhere saying Salah's dropped to the bench. So that's why I went him down to Son. And I went Tony to Jackson for a -4 with Palmer captain this week. Day back might help the Hawks as double dummy. Yep, no, it could. It might help them a little bit. They looked good last week against North. I don't know if McRae's had a CBA this quarter. Oh, lob your shit. Get him out of the side. He's crap. First he steals the ball off Bont, and then he gives a handball straight back to Freo. I don't understand. Why is he in the team? They don't need English, Darcy, Lob, Norton. Like, they don't need all four. Like, you need 3 at most. Like, this game's dominating. Still would wait for 2 good games in Sicily, though, says Double Dumb. Yeah, I agree. Then he gets a key defender in, and then 2 good games. Liam Roseberg, he does not care about Walters. Yeah, no, agreed. Corey Blackledge, hopefully Sharp gets 50 plus. Yeah, hope, but don't know likelihood of that at the moment. 35 being good for Freo. Feels like their best forward. Yeah, Josh Tracy, he's been good tonight. Jack McRae could be next. Jack McRae's right there. Oh, Bailey Williams as well. Bloody prick. Ed Richards, give to Bont. Bont finish here. Bont for goal. And it goes out too much that Sharp doesn't even get the ball. Oh, this bloody game. I'm going to get Hungry's. That new burger with the peppercorn sauce is the bomb. Chicago Angus? Is that the one? I don't know. That's the only one I know with that sauce in it. Scorched Earth, Parrish or Dawson? Dawson for me. Parrish, he looked better on Thursday, but low time on ground, I didn't like. Oh, the Bont. Got the handball just. Hearing Lob is going to North. I hope at the end of the year. I hope he leaves the Dogs. He's very, very frustrating. And I'm not even a Dogs fan. Power Prawn Star. Everybody needs a Tim English Bales. Yeah, I know. I need English in my side. He's looked very, very good tonight. And Lob just needs to not be in the side for them. If only Harley Reid wasn't rested, I wouldn't have had Hugo Garcia on field, says Matt Young. Yep, I'm the same. But then again, I probably would have had Hugo. I wouldn't have had Darcy Wilson score. So for me, it probably worked out okay. Oh, they pay the free kick in the ruck contest and Lob again, and then McRae was going to get a tackle. Bont out on the full. Oh, it doesn't matter. Angus, I'll still take it. And Darcy, good mark. Bont coming off for a rest now as well. Gordon or Heaney, says Jim. I'd go Gordon now, the 2. I'm a North fan. Don't want Lob. Would make us worse, says Lachlan Rees. That's funny. I'm playing Bulldog Darcy for Reed. Okay, Bulldog Darcy, says Karen there. All right, that's a bit of an update. We're past halfway of the quarter. So English, is going great. Just annoys me in game day when you pick 2 rucks, and I went Marshall and Gawn. Would have been a lot better to go English and Gawn. And Darcy's missed that one. Sarong going well on 81. Fife and Brayshaw both. So all the Freo midfielders are going really well. Darcy 74. Bont's up to 72 as well. Young 67. McRae 63. McRae's going okay. I feel like he's had a better game than the 63 suggests. I feel like he could have been easily on an 80 now. And unfortunately, Sharp's going to be on about 30. Maybe not even. Jackson 52. Ryan 54. Trelaw 55. Where's Jordan Clark? Did I go past him? No. Jordan Clark 55. Chapman's up to 43 as well. Yeah, damn it. Sharp was on 23. He's had 1 kick in the quarter. We need one of those 30-point quarters from Sharpie. Switch it, Freo. Freo, switch it. No, they're not going to. They're going to go down the line. Oh, Tracy again. Tracy's looked good tonight. And unfortunately, Caleb Daniel, that is why you're not in the team, because the kicks are not great. Fife, around the body, goal for Freo. Back to 12 points, 5 kicks a goal. Fife's having a day. Fife's up to 90. 90. So he's had 28 disposals. But then again, all Freo's midfielders are going great. Brayshaw has had 26 and Sarong's had 80. Has had 26 as well. So they're both going very well. Angus Heasy. Darcy going to have a 100-goal season one day. Looks unreal. Yeah, he looks good. I don't know about 100 goals, but looks very, very good. Clay Smith. I have Garcia, Sharp, Williams on field, and Wilson, McKercher, and Roberts on bench with no loops. Yeah, sorry, mate. Space. Brownlow 5 popped his head up this game. Yeah, no, he's looked really good today. Angus Easy, Sharp bat to kick 4 goals. Trust me. I hope so, mate. I really hope he does. Oh, McRae CBA. There goes Sarong. Oh, geez, I really want Sarong on my side next week. I just don't know how I'm going to be able to get it done. The only way I get Sarong in my side is if I miss out on Sweet. But do I really want to miss out on Sweet? Well, Sweet's Cashton's going to be really, really handy. And then I'm going to be able to downgrade him at 5, maybe 550, 600k. And that gets me a big upgrade during the buys. I feel like he's a big player that I really should be getting. Which sucks to not be able to get Sarong, but I'll just have to get Sarong in a couple of weeks. Well, 5.5 minutes to go. Got a few players on track for good scores. Obviously, Dale, Aish, English, Fife, Brayshaw, Sarong. Bont a little bit down the list as well. Hopefully, Bont will come back on in about a minute or two and get some points towards the end of the quarter. There's Sarong again. Matt Johnson. No, that's missed it. IT trading Thomas in over Gallagher all those weeks ago feels good now. Yeah, exactly. It does. And I remember the week it happened, I didn't feel good about it. But now Gallagher's not putting up many good scores, and Thomas is the one putting up pretty solid scores at the moment. So it's looking like a good call for a lot of us that did that. Clay Smith, did you dodge Rosie? Yeah, I did. Funny enough, Rosie was actually going to be the guy coming in for me next week before Sweet came in. Before Sweet, I knew that he was going to be there for it because I just like the run and then the buy. So I think those people that jumped on that should be a free kick to Sharp. Hey, Sharpie! Here he is. But yeah, I was going to get Rosie. But unfortunately, won't be looking at that now. Come on, Sharpie. Give it back to Sharp. Call for it here. Call for it here, Sharp. Give it back to Sharp. Sharp is free right there. And he's running back out to his wing. Oh, hang on. He might get it here, though. Give it to Sharp. Give it to Sharp. He's right there, Jordan Clark. You spud. He goes to Young at least. So that's something. McRae's on Sharp, mate. McRae, mate, just come over for a sec. Let Sharp get the ball. No, they're going back over. Oh, straight to Sam Darcy then. Oh, I want a goal to be kicked so Bont can come back on. McRae, that'll be a tackle. Good for McRae. Sharp pushed in the back. Oh, yep. No, Angus, you're a tiny bit behind, mate, on the stream. That's okay. We're at 4 minutes exactly now, if you wanted a reference for that. Go out of bounds. Go out of bounds so Bont can come on. Now get Bont on. No, it doesn't look like it. This week I was going sweet until Fisher was sub. That's frustrating. That should be a free kick to Young. Yeah, it will be. Free kick, Youngie. Now switch the play. Because Sharpie's probably over there. Come on, to switch. You've got play. Oh, Young had players. He literally had players lined up for the switch and he decided to go down a little bit down the line. Someone come off for Bont, please. Not McRae. Anyone else but McRae for the Dogs, come off for Bont. Or just kick a goal here. Oh no, Bont's there! Bont's there! I thought he was on the bench. He snuck forward. The big Bont, he snuck forward. I thought he was on the bench still and I said, someone come off for Bont. And he went forward and he's marked it on a slight angle, but only like 5 metres out. Oh my... You're kidding me. How do you miss from there, Bont? And why are we reviewing this? This is what I mean. What a waste of time. What are you possibly reviewing? Why do we have goal umpires? Why do we have goal umpires if they're not going to make decisions? Why are the goal umpires there? If he's there and can't make a call, get him off and get rid of goal umpires altogether and just review everything. Like, either review everything or stop reviewing. Like, it's... Okay, there are some that you need to review where it's a tough call. That's not a tough call. I could even tell that was bloody missed. But to be fair, in the first place, Bont shouldn't have bloody missed that. That was an awful miss from Bont. And another miss. In a close game, that's a bad miss. Lachlan Rees, Grizzle and get it. Bont, yeah, well. Lachlan Rees, I'm trading him. That's funny. Yeah, that's the rocket. Hopefully he needs. That's a bad miss from Bont. And I think Buddy McRae was the one that went off as well. So I can't see McRae. So Fife again. Bloody hell, Fife is having a massive day. Maybe Fife, maybe we bring Fife in with the lack of forwards. I'm joking, we're not bringing Fife in, but he's had a good game. English getting back, helping out. Free kick there for him. See, Bont playing forward at the moment. He's got O'Meara. That's a good matchup for Bont. It's going in the direction of Bont. I still cannot believe Bont missed that. Cannot believe it. That is an absolute gimme goal. That's you 10 metres out on a slight angle. You should not be missing that. I can't believe he missed it. He's normally a good kick, very good kick as well. Yep, McRae on the bench says double dummy. Yep, I thought so. I literally said anyone but McRae. And of course, they bring Bont on. He misses it. And McRae's the one on the bench. At least there's not long left, so it doesn't matter too much. He must be injured. Surely he's not 100%. I think he's fine. It was a bad miss. Free kick to Lob, no. English, Darcy, Harms, Treloar. He's going to go for goal. See what I mean? To get Treloar, man. You don't apologise now and smile. Like, that's dumb decision. Bont is free short for a little 15-metre kick, and he decides, nah, I'm going to go. Like, surely I'm not the only one to not getting frustrated. I feel like I've got probably the most frustrated I have on a watch-along based on players not passing it to the right option or turning it over. Like, this has been a very frustrating watch. And Darcy's the one that marks it. And that'll be it for the quarter. Surely I'm not the only one that's getting frustrated. It's that time of the fantasy season when we need double trades to clear the logjam players to trade out. Got to decide who goes between Dempsey, Campbell, Gallagher, Sharp, all losing cash now. What is your reviewing if the ball hit the other side of the post? Yeah, exactly. I know, it's stupid. They're all dumb. Could have been on 90 by now, says Matt Young. Yep, exactly right. Raymond Shav, not as bad as when Bont had 60. Yeah, that wasn't a good watch. All right, so 3/4 time is hit. We'll go through the scores. So, Bailey-Dale top scoring 104. Pfeiffer's on 102. English 98. Aish 98. Sarong 91. Sarong's going very nicely. Brayshaw is on 89 as well. Young's on 82. He's had a good last few quarters here. Bont's on 79. Like, it's okay, but like I'll take it. He's still on track for 100, but the fact that he could easily have been on 90 at this point is frustrating. McRae 67. That's fine. To be fair, he has had a lot better game than a 67. I feel like he could have easily been an 80 or a 90 as well. Treloar 65, Ryan 63, Clark 61. Jackson quite quarter, only 9 points with 52. And yeah, Sharp's on 27. Oh my God. All I needed Dempsey to do was just get a good score, like a 90, and I would have been trading Sharp this week. I thought at quarter time when Dempsey's on 32, I was thinking, okay, I've got to keep Massimo and I'll bench Sharp and I'll bring in play Darcy on field and get Dempsey on field. But no, he had to have a bad 3/4, get to 50, which meant I was never going to do it. And now I'm going to cop. Well, I'm not the only one. Everyone's got to cop the Sharp one on field as well. But it's very frustrating. 5 on 111 Supercoach, make that 116, says Karen. Yeah, wow, 106 points, very good. I got him in Supercoach, which is nice. Darcy, 48 points in the third. Scorched Earth, I have Fife in both Fantasy and Supercoach. And then Karen, Bont on 76 Supercoach, he has to go. No, Karen, you can't, you don't trade your premiums. And Supercoach especially, you got to keep your premiums. That's what I would have kept Green. And you've got to keep Bont. You can't. With limited trades in Supercoach, you cannot trade premiums unless they're injured or suspended and they're out for weeks. Like, even still, you've probably got to hold because you can't afford to trade, because if they come back and go, well, you've got to waste trade premium, and then you're wasting 2 trades. So you definitely can't trade. Yeah, what a frustrating game. I feel like Bont and McRae could easily be on 90s each. And instead, Bont's on track for 100. Like, don't get me wrong, Bont's on track for 100 still, which is fine. McRae's on track from an 85 to a 95 score. And he could get 100 if he has a big last call like we know he can do. So that's not... It's just, yeah, I felt they could have gone a lot better. Wacko Jacko wasn't useless that quarter. Oh, no, Wacko Jacko was useless that quarter. Dan Van Winkle took Sharp or to Luke Thomas 77. Phew. Yeah, that was a good call. And this is why I would take... you take your 77, I think, because 77 is good to bank. Double dummy, it's not lost money unless you trade them out. You don't lose money, but you're wasting a trade if you're trading out if you're trading Bont or someone else. Bont will be one of the top 8 players in Supercoach, so you don't want to trade him out. DJ, Closey on bench, Sharp on field, copping so many bullets. Yeah, mate, everyone is copping them, I think. Yeah, it's been just a frustrating week of footy. Yep. Double dummy, so unless they get injured and you have to trade them, it's not as bad as you think. Yes, that is what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, cool. Sorry, no, yeah, cool. Oh. Just checking my rank. Did I move up in that game? So I moved up 300 spots in that game. It literally is just Sharp that's really frustrating tonight. Like, a few lucky people have been able to loop players on and bench Sharp and take that, but I obviously took Darcy Wilson's score. See what I would have bloody done is I should have bloody Luke Thomas on the Thursday. I would have taken his score for Reed. I would have had Dempsey on for Garcia instead, and then I would have had Wilson on instead of Sharp in my midfield. To be fair, I would have played Sharp over Graham, I think, still. Sharp's played 98% game time, so his highest game time for the year, and he looks like he's going to have his first score below 63 for the year as well. So yeah, so me and Nathan, our matchup, I'm only down by 26 points now. I've got Goulden to play. He's got Grundy to play. And I've still got to get the 92 points added. Yeah. Oh, no, Nathan didn't have Cherry because he's got Grundy on instead. Yeah, so Goulden versus Grundy tomorrow, and then I'll get the 92 added. So I'm about 60 points up from Nathan. Preferably, I would like to be up by 100 points. Hopefully, Bont and McRae can have big last quarters and just get me to a good spot and sort of almost lock in that win for me. Any late adjustments for anyone? Doesn't look like it. Be good if we had a late adjustment for Jeremy Sharp of 30 points. 7 disposals, no marks today as well. That's the thing that's cost him. No marks. But yeah, so last quarter, getting underway now. Treloar turnover straight away. And he had Bont running as well, but he decided to get around someone and turn it over. Jones, good mark. English is short again. No, they're going to... Oh, here's Caleb Daniel. So it'd be good if he was in the best 22 because he'd be an option for us in the forward line. But I just don't think he will be. I just don't think he's going to be in their best 22, I don't think. Young, good tackle. That should be holding the ball. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Young holding the ball. Young's had a good game tonight. Really worked into the game. Had a quiet first quarter, but his last 2 quarters have been really strong. Is there a Hilux prize for Supercoach? There's space. No, I think it's 50 grand, I think. It's 50 grand in Supercoach. Steez, what's the reward for winning Supercoach? I think it's 50k. Why TF was Fisher sub? Yep. You're asking the question, Sultan. No idea, and none of us know. That's holding the ball. Got to be free kick for English. Come on, English. Go to English is just racking up. He's over the 100 now. Go to Bont short. Bont. No, why would you go short to Bramble? Is that McRae or Richards? I think it's Richards. Bont's short. Bont's there! Bramble, you spud. God damn it. We got 38 people watching. Maybe people are enjoying me getting frustrated. Not for Frederick. Matt Young, lucky I loot McKercher and Graham. Yeah, exactly. No, they that's a good call, I think. You'll get a good upgrade this week while we all have to sideways trade Rosie, says Clay Smith. Well, I don't know if I'm upgrading it. I might just get Sweet and Darcy Jones. We'll have to see how we go. Need to look at matchups next time. Could have had Graham against West Coast. Yeah, I like Graham this week. I think he'll go quite well. Well, I hope he does anyway. McKercher seems to be a good hold so far, says Matt Young. Yeah, I think he will be if he's playing the role he did today. Frederick goal. Back out to 2 goals for Freo. Winger with 98% Tom and Grant's elite running, says Angus. Yeah, it is, but not for our fantasy side. It doesn't matter. He needs to get the ball. Harry Thomas, is this good? Campbell to Sweet. And Sanders to McRae. Yep, I like it. Yep. Elizano, I traded in Sweet this week because I think he'll be the best cash generator over next month. Didn't mean I had to field Cadman, but it is a long 24-round season. Yeah, no, good call. Yep, I think Sweet's going to be a good trade in for a lot of people, and I'll get on him next week probably. Good effort from Yum, says Angus. Yep, agreed. Hey, Bales, what's your highest rank you've gotten? If you're talking about ever, I think just outside top 500, I think, a few years ago. I've only really properly started taking fantasy full on seriously probably the last 3-4 years. And I think I've finished top 3K in every year. It's just been a few. I've just had to tinker a bit with a few of my strategies. So it's looking a lot better this year so far. That's better, Bont. That's got to be holding. Most obvious holding. And he bloody handballed it. Still points. I'll still take points. And English pushing forward. Far out. This guy's a freak. I need English in. Cherry out. I'm gonna go cherry up to English next week. I can't handle this anymore. English is just so good. I don't know how to loop an AFL fantasy. Well, you just the player that plays first, you put emergency. If they score well and you want their score, you play a player in that same position that's not playing on the field instead. And with the emergency on the player, you get that score. But obviously don't do it if someone is a sub. That's obviously what you don't want. Phillips should have been sub, yeah. But I don't even think Phillips should be sub core. I think Phillips should be out of the side altogether. I think he should be delisted at the end of the year for North. He's just take up a list spot and the coach and that go, high draft pick. He's getting a lot of the ball in the. He's a good VFL player. I don't think he's not an AFL player for me. He just doesn't. I don't think he cuts it at AFL level. Not when you look at the guys like, English again. This is ridiculous. He's going to go 130 plus tonight. Or Young tackle, good tackle there. That'll be paid because it wasn't effective as I don't think. McRae, no, not quite the tackle. See, McRae almost another tackle there. What's Hugo Garcia and Sweet's price going to be after this round? Well, Hugo Garcia will probably be about 300. Sweet will be 430. Something like that. Free kick against English there. It's when you field an injured player so that your emergency counts, says Angus. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. But it's just a player that's not playing. Is that punch going to... No, it's not going to McRae. It's going towards English. Give it to McRae. Go McRae. Yes, McRae. Where's Bont? Is Bont near the forward line? Just when we want Bont near the forward line. He's not there. He's actually on the other side. Bramble has to be the worst recruit for sure this season. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, like they've got Dale. They've got Johannesson. Like they've got all these players back there. They don't need Bramble. I don't really get. He's taking a spot of someone else that should be in there. And Caleb Daniel loses the ball. Caleb Daniel free kick. Get a Bont. Bont's got so much space in the forward line and Caleb Daniels decided not to go to him. Oh no, here's Bont. Go Bont! Oh, Darcy got in the way. Get out the way, Darcy. And Norton's kicked it. Bloody Darcy. Get out the way. You've got the captain behind you leading for it. Oh, for God's sake, another bloody review. I guarantee this probably went straight through the goals as well. And they're calling. The scores are behind. What is footy turning into? What is it turning into? This is ridiculous. What are we reviewing it for? I guarantee I've said that all now. It's going to be behind. It would have. What's better? It shaved the post. That looks to me like it's gone around the back of the post. No. No touch. Yeah. Bales, it's the week you get English, he gets a 60, says Angus. Yeah, you're probably right. Corey, we should have had McDonald over Phillips. We didn't need a mid. You're talking about Logan McDonald? Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine Logan McDonald and Larkey in the forward line for North and no Phillips? That would, that'd be so much better. Very dangerous forward line. You have those two. You'd then have Zerha as like that third tall. You would have your Paul Curtis's and guys like that. The feet, like you would have been a good forward line. But, yeah. Bramble couldn't break into the Hawthorn side. Why is he even on the list, says Matt Young. That is a great point. If he can't even get to Hawthorn side, how the hell is he on the Dogs? Yeah, that's a good point. If the goal umpires aren't good enough to make calls, just use AI. Yeah, Matt, you've another brilliant call there. Yep. It's just a waste of time. Karen Chan, another score of you. Yeah, I know. It's very frustrating. English again. Here goes Trelaw. At least give it to Bont. No, just long down the line. Because Hawks have 8 halfback flankers. Yeah, double dummy. Yeah, agreed. But it's not like the Dogs don't have any halfback flankers either. They've actually got some back flankers. They don't need them. Go Bont. Come on, Bont. Oh, he got ran into trouble. Got a handball away, though. Geez, he went in a 720 then. And it got called play on. Come on, Sharpie. Sharp's not even going to get a 40, I don't think. Or do what they do in the AFLW and don't have... Oh, the score review. Yeah, no, it's a good point. They brought the score review in to get rid of the howlers. Bont handball. Fife again. Look like a man possessed tonight. That's on the ball, though. He dropped that. Oh, that's a bad call. Right, let's just refresh the page for scores. English should be top scorer now. English 119. Jesus Christ. Well, hopefully Bont and McRae can get 20 more points from here. That'd be the goal. Obviously, we want more. I want more from Bont. I want probably 26 points from here. Yeah, Bont 2 behinds. If those were goals, he'd be well over 90. He'd be having a good day. And here's English again. Make that 125. Oh no, 124 because he got the handball. Is that McRae? Is that McRae in the forward line loan? Oh, Duray! Taking too long! Poor kick by Darcy there. He had Brayshaw inside, free. Jackson. And Johannes down the full. Sharpie's going to get a shot at goal. I'll take that. We'll take that. This could get into near the 40 mark. We need this. Come on, Sharpie. Oh, no. Please don't tell me they get... Oh, get out of here. That is not Jackson's free kick. That is a load of shit. Jeremy Sharp was the closest player to the bloody ball. Oh my God. Every day of the week, that is Jeremy Sharp. And please go to McRae. Go to McRae. Thank you. At least something. I cannot believe that. I saw that and I saw Sharp was the closest to the ball. And they go, nah, Jackson free kick. This game, I know Bont might get 100 here and Jack McRae's probably going to get 90, which is probably good, but this game has done my head in. It's been one of the most frustrating fantasy games I've had to watch. McRae tackle, good. Would love a Bont call right about now, says Matt Young. Gallagher and Sharp on field, says Ben. Oh, mate, I'm sorry. And there's Cooper Simpson going. And Petrovos, and again, they bypass Sharp again. Sharp needs to go. Sharp needs to go as well. See, all these rookies need to go. It's funny. A couple of weeks ago, you feel that your team's in a good spot. I felt, no joke, I looked at my team last week with the trades and stuff that I was doing, and I was like, yeah, I think my team is in decent shape as we exit the best 22. But now I'm looking at it, and we're all looking at it, and we've got issues everywhere. There's issues, there's niggles, there's injuries everywhere. We all need like 10 trades, I think, next week. Which is funny how we all get the carnage at once when you think how many players play AFL, how many players are in a team and on a list, and that we have a squad of 30 players of the however many AFL players there are, and we get in the same week, we get a few bullets and whatever. Please go to Sharp next. Sharp should get the ball here. Pierce, go to Sharp. Oh, you fucking spud. Go to Sharp now. Clark. Oh, my God. This is unbearable. Oh, my God. And he turns it over. Yeah, and guess what? At least McRae's going to get the +6, though. That's at least something. I don't get it. Go back to McRae. Back to McRae. McRae's there. My forwards suck this week, says Scorched Earth. Yep. I know forwards, I think, just suck in general, to be fair. McRae's at least going okay, so that's something. McRae's up to 85, so... and there's still half a quarter to go. Sharp for his first mark of the game. Hey! Finally! He's nearing 40. Goes to Jordan Clark, though, which isn't good because I don't have him. Yeah. And Ben, I saw, you weren't too happy with that either. Why can't I go scroll up on the YouTube chat? There, thank you. So where were we? Sharp, free, same as Gibbons a few years ago with... with Jack Nunes. Yeah, that's a good point. Sharpie's there. Cooper Simpson's gone the wrong way. Why are you going towards the boundary? And you turn it over. When you probably had Sharp there. Where's Sharpie? Sharpie's near here. No, boundaries throwing. Both Fremantle Dogs are turning errors. Yeah, Angus. Yep, good point. Now Bont's on the bench. Yeah, he always goes to the bench about halfway through the quarter. No one has had worse. No one. Which bullets have you had, Ben? Oh yeah, no, just Chambers when the guys there. I don't know why the thing's not loading there. Fife again. No, O'Donnell's there to save the day. Sharpie! Oh, he's dropped it again! At least McRae got a tackle, but far out. And McRae gets handball as well. Oh, bang. No. And Bailey Williams trying to take on too much. If they're going to pay insufficient intent, that should be paid insufficient intent. And they don't pay it. Oh, wow. These umpires. I hate umpires. I'm sorry if anyone's an umpire out there. I don't like umpires. I know it's a hard job, and I probably couldn't do it myself, but they piss me off regardless. So, Five just breaking like 3 tackles. Baydale, don't switch out that way. Oh, Vandermeer, you idiot. Oh, yeah, good on you, Vandermeer. Had bloody Riley West short, you spud. Get rid of Vandermeer. Get rid of him. Bulldogs need to get rid of Vandermeer. And Jordan Clark gets a +6 now because of that result. And Jordan Clark's now up to 84. When he was bloody going along crap. And now he's bloody going well. All because Vandermeer, the spud, doesn't know how to bloody hit a teammate. He wouldn't be able to bloody hit a friggin' teammate if someone bloody told him exactly where and placed the ball in front of his teammate. No, that's a bad analogy. I'm not even going to worry about doing analogies. I'm not Mark Goldbridge. I can't do my good analogies. Can we restart, please, says Ben. Yep. Not a bad call there. Come on, McRae. Hey, McRae's an 87, so that's something. But Bont again, 84. Like half his score came in the first quarter. He scored 44 points in 2.5 quarters. It's just not good enough. Bont has been very, very frustrating this year. Very, very frustrating. Like the captain with 6 minutes to go is still on the bench. Get him on the bench. Just bring any spud onto the bench. And Bont's still sitting on the bench. Yeah, Bont, 7 minutes on the bench. That is inexcusable. At AFL level to have your captain and best player sitting on the bench for that long. And you've got bloody like 4 or 5 spuds that should be on the field. Now get him on now. This is the easiest time to get Bont on. Unbelievable. I've sharpened Powell and Bonner on the bench. How good is fantasy? And Bonner on the bench over those two. Yeah, mate. Yep. Sharp's playing free like me, hiding on the far wing, collecting a paycheck, flog fantasy behaviour, but damn, it's a good hustle. Yeah. It's frustrating, but he has been burnt a lot tonight. Burnt a lot. Like here, this is a perfect opportunity to switch it to Sharp. And Ace goes, nah. Switch it, switch it now. Okay, now kick to Walker or go straight to Sharp. And they're going straight to Sharpie. Thank you. Should have been doing that more bloody during the game. And have a look at the space that you've given Cooper Simpson because you switched to Sharpie. Oh, would you look at that? Freo actually, Freo are winning obviously, but they create a good opportunity when they get it Sharp. There's been that much chat since I've been raging that I just have missed. No, Clark's up 93 now. And for some reason, I'm going to have to close the chat down and reopen it because the doc is just not... It's not coming up well for me. Oh, wait, stats? Is that coming up? Oh, no, that's just saying about the computer. Not actually saying that. Oh, would you look at that? Sharp getting a few +6s and actually create a chance from it. Unbelievable. It's a big goal for the game, though. Bailey Dale's up to 130. Jeez, another one. English is on 125 as well. I don't even know if Bond's going to get 100 the way it's going. He's looking like he's going to get just a 90. He's got 4 minutes to try and get 14 points. He probably still can do it. Well, Sharp's on 39, so he's nearly hit 40. Oh, man. This weekend has been bad. I haven't copped it. Don't get me wrong. I've not copped it anywhere near as bad as a lot of people. But it has been one hell of a frustrating round of footy. Yeah, apologise. There's been that much chat. There's too much to catch up on. There's just people. Obviously, a few of it's talking amongst yourselves, which is great. Yeah, Foss up to 114. Far out. English free kick. Wow. Bont actually got really lucky there. I thought Bont gave away a high free kick. Is Bont there? No, Bont pointing to go. So what is Bont actually doing? Like, he's either in the guts getting a clearance every now and again, or he's like standing on the 50 directing the ball to go deep forward, or he'll stay forward. Like, I really wish I didn't start Bont. I was happy at Gallagher, 149, absolutely amazing to watch. But essentially every week since then, it has been frustrating for at least half a game with Bont. Like again, this game, 40-point first quarter. I thought, oh, brilliant, great start for Bont. He could go big tonight. Nah. He's only doubled his score in essentially three quarters. And I actually think McRae's on the field. I thought McRae was on the bench, but he's not. Dogs need to kick a goal here, otherwise it's going to be... Oh, here we go. Frere go down here. It would be game, I think. Ben, can we do a prayer stream? I like that. Did Bont just get injured? No, Bont's fine. I thought he grimaced for a sec, but he just must have just got a bit of a heavy bump. Here we go. Is this going to be the game? Good tackle by Dale. Dale's playing really well. Jackson scores low. Yeah, no, Jackson's been very quiet after the first quarter. Well, I'm McRae. Just told bloody Ed Richards to get out of the way. Oh, come on, Bont! Attack the bloody ball! Yeah, Matt. Agreed. Bont's going to be into me as well, mate. Absolutely frustrating football to watch at the moment. He'll play a quarter where he'll look unbeatable, and then the other 3 quarters he'll look like just a bloody a B-level footballer. And Banfield iced the game. Yeah, good on you, Bont. That goal was your fault then. Bloody not attacking the ball hard enough. Bloody jogging behind his bloody player and going, oh, I'm not going to get there. How about you try and actually get the ball? Far out, man. How you can go from scoring 40 points in the first quarter to scoring, what's he on? Is he on 86 still? Yeah, he's still on 86. How you can only score another 46 points after that is beyond me. Absolute spud. And I know he's not a spud, but tonight, since quarter time, he's been a spud. Liam, drop Bont to VFL. No, don't drop Bont to VFL. It's just, I don't know what he's doing. He's not the same guy that he was last year, from what I've seen. He had that one going against Geelong where he was amazing and he's everywhere. Which I don't get because he's getting tagged that game by O'Connor as well. Should be a free kick to Bont for a trip. But they won't give it. Bont needs one more handball for a 90. God, is that what we're really... Is that what I'm bloody coming down to now? Wanting Bont to bloody get another handball just to get into a 90. And there won't be much scoring now here. Almost traded in Bont this week. Glad I went with Butters instead, said Elizano. Steve's Ballydoe an option, Bells, or not? Nah, he's had 2 good games, but I think we've already got enough defenders. I think all of us have got defenders. Dawson is next week after trade Rosie, says correct. Oh, yeah, 100%. Bont's made that very, very easy tonight. You're not going Bont over Dawson. No way. The way that Bont's playing at the moment, I'd probably pick at least 10 midfielders over him. I just don't see anything Bont's doing now to me that goes, he's going to be a top 4, top 6, top 8 midfielder. He probably will. He'll probably end the year really well. It's probably just that usual. He starts off slow, but last year from like round 5 onwards, he was amazing. We're at round 7 now, and we've seen one really good game from Bont. He got that 110 last week, but he did really get saved to that with a few goals there. Like Bont staying on the outside, just waiting for someone to give him a cheap handball. How about you get in there and get your bloody tackles, Bont, instead of staying out there as a captain? It's just, he's playing soft football at the moment. There's none of the bloody hard grunt that he's always done. There's none of the hard tackles. There's none of that. Oh, Johannesson. I sound like I'm a doggy supporter tonight. That's probably what I've come across as. So I'm frustrated with all the bloody players from them. McRae's about the only one I've been happy with tonight. Obviously, he's had a pretty good game. He's up to 90. Obviously, only 18 touches, but at least he's done well. Oh, Bont got 90. Give it back to Bont. Or kick short to Bont at least. No, too long. Oh, no. Kick quick. I don't know if he kicked the ball in time for Bont, but... What a frustrating game of football. Bont, mate, you need a fresh haircut and you need to get back to bloody form, mate, because this is... And he's not been that bad this year. He's had one really bad score, but most of the others have been over hundreds. But he's meant to be a 110 guy. Paid top dollar for him. All right, what scores we got here? Yeah, Bont 93. Unbelievable. At least McRae got to a 90. I'll take that, especially in the forward line. But then again, it's like, well, McRae only had 18 touches. He probably won a tiny bit more with 9 marks and 7 marks and 6 tackles. That game for McRae, that could have easily been a big score, like a 110. Only 74% time ground as well for him. Bont only 78%. They both got stuck on the bench. Like, Young got the 100 though. But yeah, English is massive. 141. He's back. If anyone was bloody worried about English, don't be worried. Bailey Dale went well. 134. Fife looked probably his best game for a long, long time. 118 points. Aish 118. Sarong 107. Young 100. Sarong back-to-back scores of 107. Darcy got 95. So that's Sean Darcy. Sam Darcy got 94. Jordan Clark 93. Bont 93. Bont, I'm not happy with that either. He'll probably get my -3 tomorrow because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these middling scores. I could easily have had another midfielder over Bont, and I played top dollar because I had the money there. I'm still think I made the right call. I don't really, like, if anyone says otherwise, then that's fine. That's their opinion. But he's just been very frustrating. Again, it could have been over 100. He scored 2 behinds. He had 4 but only 4 tackles. Like, what is he doing? Like, I don't get it. McRae 90, pretty happy with that. Brayshaw only 87. He was on like 84. I think he only had 1 kick in last quarter. So not a great game for him. He played 86% time ground. Ryan 86. Trelaw 83. That's Shaw's worst score for a little bit. Jackson 61. That's poor. Caledonia 49 coming on as a sub after quarter time. Jeremy Sharp 39. That's bad. And then Gallagher 32. Why the hell did I just not bloody hold McCurch last week and trade out someone else? Like, trade out Zach... No, not Zach Williams, because I wouldn't have traded him last week. Trade out Jai Clark and brought in a forward last week, like a Baker instead. Oh, no, wait. No, Baker had his bye. No. Bloody frustrating. Oh, hang on. That was an accident. Alrighty. What have I missed? Why is this... Oh, there we go. Go back there. Alright. What do we got here? Is Fife now an option in the forwards? Looks back to his best. He does. I just don't know if we could bring him in. As he handles it too much. It was a great game from him, but he's not going to get 37 touches every week, so I just don't know. No, at the end of the day, what's his price? That's probably the thing for me. He's 586, averaging 75. Like, besides this score, he went 86, 63, 61, 78, 62, 82. So, like, he was doing essentially what bloody Fisher was doing, but we were all saying about trading him, so I don't think he's an option after 1 week. Sarong and Supercoach was looking at him, but paid top dollar for merit. What did Sarong get in Supercoach? Because it was either him or Walsh for me. I went Walsh, being the cheaper guy. Lachlan Reeves, Bont walking off, looking tired and puffed like he didn't just hang off the back of the pack for 90 minutes like a rancid sheepdog. He was crap tonight. I know he got 93, but I didn't think... Like, Bont first quarter was great. He was going really well, 40 points. Yeah, like, love it. He scored 53 points in 3 quarters outside of that. What I don't get what this whole thing with Bont is at the moment, with one massive quarter and then that's him done. Like, where's this bloody 4-quarter Bont that we saw last year where he scored these 120s, 130s like no tomorrow? Like, there we go. Bont in each quarter from Angus. 40 points, 11 points, 28 and 14. Is that right? Yeah. So 11 and 14 the second and last quarter. 14 points in the last quarter when your team needs you to step up. And it's crap. Bont was an embarrassment today. Let his team down. Missed an easy goal. Pathetic. Yeah, exactly. And that's another one. He missed an easy goal. And if he kicks that, I think scores were level or was back to within a goal or something. And you never know. That could have been what I know. Freo won by 24 points, but that could have changed the game. What do we got? 17 points off targets, not -3. Oh no, it's not. I'm not. We'll double down. I'm giving him the -3 probably tomorrow because he's just been frustrating. Like it's just. There's been one good game of 149, and outside of that, he's been average. He's average. If you take that 149 out of his average, I know that if you took the 50 out of his average, he'd be averaging 108 or something like that. But if you take the 149 out of his average, he'd be averaging like 90 for the year. Like it's like mid 90s. It's not good enough when you pay 115 or whatever I paid up for him. That's why he's getting my -3. Oh well, yeah. Powell probably still get it for me, double dummy. But it's just Soligo better pick than Bont. Yep, Liam, you're correct, mate. 100%. Soligo's been good. Ben Hayes got Gallagher, Campbell, Sharp, Powell, Romo, Rosie, Dempsey. Yeah, that's tough. Sarong 140 in Supercoach. Yeah, damn it. I could have got him instead. Is Graham Myers an option, says Matt. Yeah, potentially. He's been good. I just feel like he's a player that could just drop a 40 at any moment, but he's been great to start the year. Elizondo, Bont did go 120 plus in the last 15 rounds of the season. Last season, he could do that again. He could, and that's what the hope is now. That's what you got to hope for, is that... What's that? I can't see it. What's that? Yeah, Bont averaging 92 without the 149. Yeah, that's bad. One massive score, and take that out. I wonder what his average would be if you took out the 53 and the 149, because that averages to about 100. He's probably averaging about 100 for the year, if that, and that's 15 points of value you've lost. Romo down a sweet legit option. Could go back up to Prem in a few weeks. I probably wouldn't do that personally. I wouldn't be trading Ryan Marshall out unless he's actually ruled out of the team. Sarong had 20 contested possessions, 27 handballs, 17 clearances, 37 disposals. Okay, yeah, cool. I brought him in after the 149. Sorry, I broke Bont, says DJ. Bloody hell, DJ, man. Come on. Why'd you break Bont for? And Bont as captain says, I like Reniers? I don't know what that is, but yeah, Nat Fife as well, but that was good. But then he had Bont captain, unfortunately. Gorn again. Gorn has saved me for the second time. That's the second time this season that if it wasn't for Gorn's massive score, I would have had Bont captain for his two worst scores of the year. I'd Bont captain up until Gorn got the 148 or whatever, and then Bont got 53, and then this week I would have actually had Bont captain, I think, and he got a 93. Don't get me wrong, 93 is not atrocious, but it's not what you want. Bont averages 100.4, excluding both 53 and 149. Yeah, so again, averaging 100, that's bad. It's not good. Like, it's just bad. Like, I don't know. Like, the only saving grace for Bont is that he's got Hawthorn next week, and then he's got Richmond, which he got a 120 odd against Hawthorn in the preseason, which I know is pre-season, so you can't really look at that too much. Then he's got Richmond, so he should have two good games in a row. If he doesn't go back-to-back 110-plus scores next 2 weeks, I'll be very tempted if he didn't turn it around before his bye to be trading him to another player, because it's just not good enough. Is D'Ambrosio sub or not? No, he's not. No, he's not even in the squad, so he's emergency, so he will not play unless there is a late change. Priced at 118 at the start of the year. Can't remember. Yeah, he was. Yeah, about 117 for the start of the year. And it's not been good. So, alrighty, we'll cut it there. It's been a very frustrating watch long, but we've powered through, I think, anyway. McRae was at least solid tonight on debut. I'll take a 90, especially in a forward line with no options. What's that? I managed allegedly, said Dull Dummy. That's about that. Liam, would you trade out Power this week? What would his break even be? I think it's like 113 or 115 or something. The only way I would trade out Powell is if you can maybe get in another position. A lot of us have got Powell in the forward line. We can't actually get anyone else except for a forward, and which forward are you going to? So he's probably got to stay for another week. He's got the Saints, so hopefully he puts up a solid score, and hopefully Phillips is dropped and he'll play forward. But DJ, thanks, Buzz. At least Crow's got to win. Yeah, that's a good point. Crow's played well today. Hopefully they get the job done against Port on Thursday. Obviously got a couple of injuries, so hopefully Crows do take advantage of that. So the Crows win this game, and then they beat Brisbane at home, which Brisbane have not been good this year at all. They win those a couple of games. Crows aren't back, but they've got the season sort of back on track a little bit, and then they've got to try and get some wins in the back half of the year. So, people saying, thanks, Karen. See you next week. What is the game we're doing next week, actually? It says Bont 96, apparently. Is it? Still saying 93 on my screen. Unless it's a late adjustment. Did they add that kick? Oh, they must have added that kick on the siren. Yeah, Bont 96. Which, okay, it's 96 is better than 93, obviously, but it's still not. Still, when you score 40 points in the whenever you have a player like a premium midfielder that goes 40 points in a quarter, they should be scoring no less than 110, because in 3 quarters that means they've got to go 70 points in 3 quarters, which is just below average. But to get a 96 from that is just, yeah, like 27 touches is great, but 2 behinds, only 4 tackles. And McRae's score could be, as I said, McRae's score could be a lot better. But yeah, what game have we got next week? Next week, we've got Melbourne and Geelong, or West Coast and Essendon. I'll probably put on Melbourne and Geelong. Obviously, we're gone, but he'll be about the only relevant players. There's actually not many relevant players next week. You got 2 games at the same time, but you got like Gawn. I guess we can watch Oliver, see if he actually does a bit better next week. Then obviously any Geelong players, and then there's West Coast Essendon. So you got like Merritt, Nick Martin, Yo, Reed in the other game. So yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see how we go with that next week. Obviously, we'll be live anyway, so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully next round's a bit better. Power Prawn Star, thanks, Buzz. Happy birthday, mate. Thanks, mate. Very much appreciated. Can't wait for live tomorrow with Guesty after the final sign, says Corey. Yeah, looking forward to that. What do we got here? Ivan as a mid. Do I trade, says Oliver? If you've got Powell as a mid, yeah, I think he could go potentially. 1771 in RDT with 6 to come and in the top 100, at least doing well there. I was like 50 odd in that as well. Just annoys me that I had taking Williams instead of Closey. I tried switching it before the game started, it wouldn't let me. So I did message the RDT website to see if they can reverse it and put Cofford on the bench, but they won't do it. They'll say, oh, that's your fault for leaving it until last second. So, but that's fine. West Coast has some more fantasy relevant. It could be. I'll probably just do Melbourne Geelong just because it's probably going to be a better game, I guess. But Oliver says, bye, have birthday. Thanks, mate. Either way, see you next week. Thanks, Angus. I'll see you next week. Karen Shanahan. Bont's lacklustre performance is a bit of a downer, but my players, Bud Jackson, went okay. Yeah, actually, Sharp's the one as well that really sucked. So, yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, alrighty, we'll call it there. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. If you did enjoy the stream, it was a frustrating one, but if you did enjoy it, please leave a like on the stream if you so wish. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Obviously, we're on our way to... Well, next goal is 2,200. We're currently on... If it loads here... Which for some reason it's not loading. No idea why. We're on 2133, so appreciate the 2 people that subscribed tonight. So thank you for that. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We're live tomorrow night, me and Tim. Usual time, 7:30 Eastern, 5:30 Perth time to review the round. And we got Liam from Free Kick. Obviously, if you guys tuned in on Tuesday, he was on the Q&A. So yeah, Liam, very, very good coach. So looking forward to chatting to him about the round and reviewing everything. But I'm off to get a very late dinner, as always, on a Saturday night. But best of luck, mate. Tomorrow's, mate. Catch you during the week, says Double Dummy. Thanks, mate. Matt FC Bales, see you, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Karen, I'm going to check my lotto. I may be a millionaire, says Karen. Well, hopefully you are. That'd be good. Hopefully you end up winning the lotto. Beautiful. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Hang on. And Benjamin D'Agostino, Bales, mate, had Marshall captain. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, Marshall was a tough one. I thought he was going to go big. I was convinced he had a massive average against Port. So sorry about that one, mate. Leo, my team has been horrendous. I might scrape 2,000, but I'm going to drop. Had some really bad scores. Power, Dempsey, Garcia, and Sharp. You might not drop, Leo, because a lot of people have copped these bad scores, but I guess we'll have to see how you go. But yeah, no, thanks, guys, everyone, for tuning in. We still got 27 people watching now, so thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you do leave a like as well, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the round recap with Tim. So thanks, guys. Catch you then. Cheers.